The approach and the kick. Going to be a sky kick over to that far sideline. Be fielded at the 20 by Sterling Sims, looking for some room up the middle. He's trying to make a turn. He's got some space. He's at 35. He's at the 40. He's all the way to midfield. And Sterling's going to return it all the way down into Madison Prep territory at the 48-yard line. There's the snap, the hold, and it's going to be blocked by the Panthers and be no good. There's the snap. Green takes it cleanly. Little end-over-end kick. Going to be fielded by the return man. He's going to have no gain. Armad Mills meets him immediately. Calls for it. There's a snap. Little high, but handles it well. Jacob gets it down. Nice spiral kick. Going to take a Panther bounce. Going to be fielded by the Chargers, and he's going to be tackled immediately at the 7-yard line by number 25, Cliff Jones. Panthers do a little shift. Now everybody gets set. There's a snap. Jacob takes it. Nice high punt again. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 3-yard line. What a punt by number 45, Jacob Green. Jakeldrick to the left of Lohan. Lohan on a little option. Now a little pump fake, and he's going to throw it deep, and he's got a man. That's Ram falls to 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Panther! That'll be Lark and Jakeldrick Miller. Lohan's going to pull it. Now he's going to take it, fakes it, and he's got the first down, and he's still running. Finally going to be forced down. Too tight again. Bard set to the near side. Toss out to Jakeldrick on the near side, looking for some room. He's got the corner. He's at the 50. He's got the 45, up to the 40. He's out of bounds. In Charger territory. Another Downs Law Firm. First down. Now goes under center. There's a snap. Going to fake it again. This time he's going to pitch it out to Jakeldrick on that left side, looking for some room. He's going to find about 6 yards. There's the snap. Counter give to Trammell, looking for some room. He's going to make a cut outside. Spin move. Going to get close to the first down. Believe he's going to have it. 1st and 10. That's a Downs Law Firm. First down for the Panthers. Lawhon in the shotgun. There's a snap. He rolls to his right. Looking downfield, trying to find a man. That's Ram Foster. Makes the catch. He's got a Downs Law Firm. First down up at the 41-yard line. There's a snap. Toss back to Trammell over that right side, looking for some room. He's going to put his leg down. I believe he's going to have enough for the Downs Law Firm. First down. There's a snap. Toss back to Trammell in the backfield. He's got a little bit of room. Got the first down and out of bounds. I formation, 2 receivers set to the near side. There's the snap. Toss to the near side. Jakeldrick trying to find some room. He's going to bounce it outside across the 30 to 20. Out of bounds, the 21-yard line. Lawhon under center. There's a snap. He's going to follow his fullback into the end zone for the touchdown. There's a snap. Going to be a play-action pass. He's got John Barr wide open. Catch is made. Touchdown, Panthers. There's a snap. And he's going to dive across. Touchdown, Panthers! 2 receivers set to the near side. Lawhon takes it. There's the give straight ahead. And B5's got a first down, and he's still running. He makes a cut again, bounces outside. He's at the 20-15, still fighting all the way down to the 13-yard line, and the Panthers are in business. Quincy Wiggins, of course, the big defensive end. There's the snap, and it's given to Lark, and he's in for a touchdown!
Second effort by Bryce Lark.
Now receiver goes across the formation, puts 3 on the far side. There's a snap. Quick give to number 10, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. 2 receivers each side. There's the snap. Chris is going to keep it himself, going to go straight up the middle, but he's going to be met by Jackson King and then a host of Panthers, and that's going to be no gain. Chris under center. There's the snap. Going to be a give to the tailback. He's fighting his way maybe to the 2, be a gain of about, now they're going to give him 2 yards to the 3. I formation again. Chris goes under center. Now brings the man in motion. There's the snap. Going to be a play-action pass. He's looking downfield, trying to find somebody, trying to find his way. He's going to get just to the 1. There's a snap. Going to be a give to the tailback. He's trying to find the edge, and he's not going to find it. That's going to be about a 1-yard loss. There's a snap. It's going to be a QB run, trying to find the edge. He's trying to find some room, and he's not going to find it. Nice job there by number 12, Luke Handy. 3 receivers near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Chris calls for it in the shotgun. Panthers get some pressure. Now it's going to be thrown up, and it's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. 2 receivers set to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. Chris calls for it. Panthers get some pressure. It's going to be a screen pass. It's going to be caught and then stopped after a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Chris in the backfield by himself. He calls for it, trying to Panthers to jump. There's the snap. He's looking downfield, going to be a quick toss, and it's going to be behind the receiver, incomplete, no flags, and that's a turnover on downs. Chris calls for it. There it is. Panthers going to bring a blitz, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. That's number 90, Caleb Andrews. Calls for it. There's the snap. He rolls to his right, looking for a man. Going to take a shot downfield. And it's going to be intercepted by number 15, Cole Thompson. That's going to be an Ashley Starks turnover.
And that had to have been a one-handed interception by Thompson. That was a heck of an interception.
Panthers show blitz. Now a little quick hitter out to number 14. And it's knocked away by Ahmad Mills. That's going to bring up a third down. Chris calls for it. There's a snap. He's looking to take a shot downfield. Now he scrambles, trying to find a man. And it's going to be knocked away. Incomplete, no flag. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Number 12, Luke Candy came in and made oh, what a pass breakup.
What a play. Maybe the biggest pass breakup of the year. And now bring a
Chris.
man in motion. There's the snap. Chris is going to keep it, trying to find some room. He's going to be hit right at the 10-yard line for no gain.
Short drive to Farmville and let Danny Benoit and his friendly staff make that new car a reality. I'm William Handy, and I'm here with Coach Lee Doty, as always. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Well, Coach, let's just jump right into it. That was a heck of a game Friday night. The Panthers welcomed the defending state champion Madison Prep Chargers to Panther Stadium and came away with a thrilling 40-35 overtime win. Coach, that game definitely lived up to the hype, but, you know, I wanted to just jump on something before we get into the recap and talk about, or at least acknowledge the great crowd we had, Coach. They were loud. They were in big numbers, and, you know, those players really seemed to feed off of that crowd.
Yeah, no doubt. Very excited about our crowd the other night. You know, not only did they show up, you know, they showed out. We were able to hear them. They were very loud. And at some point during the game, you know, I was looking up to the press box talking to Dave and them on the headsets, and I just realized, you know, we were from rail to rail up there. It was really amazing about the middle of the third quarter. And, you know, just a great crowd. And, you know, the end zone was full as well. So as big as that crowd was, I expect this crowd to be bigger.
Absolutely. I agree with you there, Coach. You know, you made it clear you wanted to go right at Madison Prep from the very beginning, and you sure did with that first play of the game, that touchdown pass from Mason Lawhon to Ram Foster. And, you know, Lawhon really sold it on that option, got the corner to come up, safety to come up and bite, and Lawhon hit him perfect down the sideline. I mean, Coach, that was a great call. Y'all must have felt a play like that on the first play just really wasn't on their radar.
Well, it wasn't the first play we had really picked to run. We had another little shot play that we had really been working on all week, and this was just one that Bobby felt more comfortable with, and we went with it. And you know, it was a great throw and catch. Just a great job by our offensive line, and you know, kind of put us up there, and you know, just kind of got us out of the gate.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about it, and I just want to talk through the game a bit. You know, after that opening touchdown, of course, Madison Prep went on to score 3 touchdowns and take that 20-7 lead. You know, 2 of those drives were long drives, Coach. They were 12 plays apiece, and then, of course, they had that one quick strike on that skinny post down the middle. But the Panther offense, you know, answered there in the second quarter about midway through with their own 15-play drive that was capped off by that TD dive by Lawhon falling in behind Bryce Lark, cut that lead to 20-14. And then on the ensuing drive by Madison Prep, the Panther defense got a turnover on downs on 5 quick plays to end the half pretty much. Coach, how big were those 2 series for the Panthers as far as confidence and momentum, you know, going into the locker room at halftime?
Well, we felt really good, to be honest with you. You know, we felt like they got the benefit of a call on a 4th down play against us, and then just on another 3rd and long play on the next drive they scored. I mean, the kid just made an outstanding catch. So we just felt like they kind of, you know, we kind of gave them 2, and they earned that one for sure. But we always feel good if we can go in and we're within a touchdown or 2 at halftime and get our guys settled down. And one of the things that's really hard to do is simulate what everybody else does. And, you know, it's hard to simulate that quarterback. And, you know, we don't really have a guy that we can put back there and chase him around all over the place. But, you know, the quarterback is as good as advertised. And I don't care what anybody says. That dude is a sure enough D1 college prospect and just a fantastic player.
Absolutely. He is a special talent, Coach, and that was one of the things I noticed as well, very accurate passer. And, to open that second half, of course, Madison Prep got the ball and took it down and scored a touchdown on the first drive. One of those featured one of those pass plays you're talking about, Coach. He had a 40-yard strike down the far sideline, and he dropped it right in the bucket with good coverage. And, of course, he finished it off with a 31-yard pass touchdown. But, something, Coach, after that Madison Prep touchdown, it seemed like the Panthers really sort of settled down on offense and defense, and that Panther offense generated 20 unanswered points after that to take a 34-27 lead. That offense did it mostly just grinding it out on the ground, with the exception of that big 37-yard touchdown pass to John Barr. You always talk about sticking to the game plan, Coach. Was that part of the game plan to just try to wear that Madison Prep defense down on the ground in our running game, because it seemed to get better and better as the game went on?
Well, we came out and gave up a touchdown, and defensively, we kind of settled down there, and our offense went to work. But yeah, we really wanted to kind of wear on them. We felt like if we could get in the fourth quarter again, down a touchdown, that we were going to win the ball game. And because we could see that it was starting to wear on them, and just that physical punishment to guys, and we started just they tried to put number 2 inside, and we just went right at that guy, and just a great job again by our offense right there.
Well, defensively, the Panthers played very well in the second half, really between that opening drive of the game and then the drive at the end when Madison Prep tied it up. Of course, I'm going to say this. They were aided by some really good punts by Jacob Green. I think he dropped a couple of them down inside the 5 and just did a tremendous job on that side of the special teams for us. But over the 4 series during that time between that first and last drive, Coach, the defense held Madison Prep to 14 plays for 24 yards and produced an unbelievable one-handed catch by Cole Thompson, which really seemed to be the catalyst for the team to feed off of offense and defense for the rest of the game. I got to ask you one thing about that interception, Coach. You've coached a lot of high school games. You've been involved in a lot of high school games. Is that one of the best ones you've ever seen as far as the interception goes?
Well, I think the punt that Jacob Green hit, it goes out at the 2 or 3 yard line, kind of set that all up right there. I saw Cole go up, and I knew we had deflected the ball. I really, just to be honest with you, I didn't know we'd intercepted it until, he starts running off the field. I had no idea he had caught the ball till I see it on film and the news clip, But after I see that, yes, probably one of the most, if not the most biggest individual play I've seen. We had one at St. Mary's, a one-handed catch in the end zone that I always remember, but outstanding play by Cole Thompson, and it is no doubt that fired us up. And after that, I'm just going to be honest with you, the door was shut for Madison Prep.
Well, it definitely was a change in play, because it really got everybody ignited, and the fans too. I did want to ask you before I leave that defense, though, Coach, that was a pretty drastic turnaround. Y'all had to have made some adjustments in there at halftime, because it was just like a whole different ball game in that second half defensively.
Well, we decided, our game plan was not really to pressure this guy, and try to keep him in the pocket. We didn't want him out running, but it was very obvious to me at halftime he wasn't going to run. He was just going to try to throw it, and didn't matter if you covered it or not. So we just decided to bring a lot more pressure in the second half, and, we played man-to-man defense and said, if they get us, they get us. But we're going to make him throw it off his back foot, and, we shut the running game completely down, and we knew they were going to throw it. So we just, Chase is an excellent pass rusher off the edge and up the middle, so we just used him and, just told our DBs, just stay with these guys. So, like I said, we're not in here performing heart surgery at halftime. So I know we're really not that good at coaches, man. We make the simplest adjustments we can, let our kids go play.
Well, it certainly worked out. Of course, Madison Prep did finally tie the game there at the end, Coach, and really I kind of want to get how you felt about this, because you know, when you set Madison Prep up on the 10-yard line and you give them 4 plays and say score, you know, that defense had to respond, and they did. That first play was a run for no gain, just a gang tackle, real nice play. Then they had the 3 incomplete passes to finish out the series for Madison Prep. And then you had your offense come out there, 1 play sweep to Tramel Colvin. And when you look at it, that offensive line did a great job really sealing down on the end. John Barr, he put the cornerback on his butt. And when it finally ended up, you had Peyton Park-Smith and I believe Bryce Lark leading Tramel Colvin in, and 1 safety left. I mean, that safety was dead in the water as soon as that happened. But, Coach, how did that make you feel when you saw the defense and the offense just perform at the level they did in overtime?
Well, I was questioning, you know, Madison Prep when they tied it, not going for 2. You know, I mean, you got a D1 quarterback, you're at the 3-yard line. You know, we would have went for 2 in that situation. But, you know, that gave us an opportunity. I wouldn't want to get into a 10-yard game with us, and we felt really good, especially when we won the toss and put them on offense first. So, you know, I think we could have played with them, and it's no telling, you know, if they score, we score, it could have kept going. But I feel really good about our chances in a 10-yard game. So, but, you know, man, that was exciting to see Tramel go around the end there. And, you know, as soon as he turns the corner, you know he's going to score.
Yeah, you could almost feel it, and I think the fans could too. You could just hear that building up as he was running in, and it was just a great experience. Well, Coach, who are the first security title of Monroe Players of the Week this week?
Well, offensively, I thought Bryce Lark had some big runs for us and did a good job and, you know, blocked really well for us. And, you know, offensively, he's our player of the week. Defensively, you know, Cole Thompson, I mean, the interception would be enough to give him that. But, you know, he also had 6 solo tackles and another pass breakup. So, you know, a great game he played. And the 1 completion on him, you know, my gosh, man, how much better coverage can he have? And special teams, you know, Jacob Green, I mean, the 2 punts inside the 10-yard line, especially the 1 inside the 5, just an outstanding job. And those are our players of the week right there, and they did a heck of a job for us.
Well, they sure did, and congratulations to those guys in that honor. Well, Coach, when we come back, we'll do a preview of the semifinal game against Church Point Bears, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul, and Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors, they're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
First Security Title of Monroe provides real estate transaction services in Northeast Louisiana. The closing process has never been easier. With a dedicated staff that takes pride in helping our customers obtain quality service. First Security Title, 1818 Avenue of America, Monroe.
Welcome back to the Coach Lee Doty Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmville. Well, Coach, the Panthers will be at home this Friday night to take on the Church Point Bears in semifinal round of the LHSAA playoffs with kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Church Point comes into the game 13-0 and champions of District 5 3A. Last year they did lose to Madison Prep in the semifinals, 22-16. And, of course, many Panther fans probably recall Church Point visited Panther Stadium back in 2018 in the second round of the playoffs, and that game turned into a shootout with the Panthers winning 57-56 in overtime. Remember, it was a heck of a ball game, but I know offensively Church Point's put up some big numbers. They've scored 481 points on the season. That's about 43 points a game, and of course, they run that wing T formation, which is something that we don't see a whole lot up here in North Louisiana. We got a lot of spread teams, but it seems like down in South Central Louisiana, you get a lot of that wing T, and so that's something we'll have to deal with, obviously. And I know they've got a very senior-laden team. But Coach, talk to us about the style of that wing T offense, and who are the players at Church Point that are going to make that work?
Well, I think it starts with the quarterback. He's a dealer, and he makes that thing happen for him and doesn't make mistakes, doesn't put the ball on the ground, and gets everybody lined up appropriately. And, then he's got, their fullback number 8 is to me the most dangerous guy. And, 18 out there, their wing guy is their speed sweep guy. He's the guy they like to run wide, and they got 9 and 1 and 5 and a whole bunch of people that carry the football for them. And they're not a big passing team, but they will if they have to. And they like to throw it to the same guys I mentioned as they like to run it. Nice offensive line, I think. So and look, we've had trouble stopping this style of offense before. So. We feel like we're faster and bigger on defense than we have been since I've been here, at least. And we got quite a challenge, but we feel good about our speed on defense.
And Coach, one thing the fans will need to look for on that wing T, obviously, is the misdirection, and that's one thing. And please address this, Coach. What you don't want is your defense to be caught looking in the backfield, and all of a sudden it pops out on the other side.
Yeah, we can't get caught up in all the motions and what I call eye candy, and we just gotta stay our eyes got to stay on a read and trust what you see. And if this back goes away, you pick up the backside, and it's just fundamental football that we got to play and squeeze and scrape with our linemen, and and don't fall asleep in the secondary.
Well, Coach, defensively, I think you told me once before. This season, they have 10 seniors on defense and maybe 1 junior, and the guys that kind of rotational pieces are also seniors. So this is a very experienced ball club. The interesting thing about it, this freshman class, the year they came up here for the 57-56 game, would be the seniors this year. So it's not like Madison Prep where it's 5 years removed. I mean, a lot of these guys were here when this game took place, but they've given up about, I think it was 40 points in 11 games, so they're very battle-tested as far as that goes. Coach, what base defense do they normally run, and what's made them so successful in keeping those scores down?
Yeah, they're an odd man front. They call it a 3-man front, but it's a 50 to us, and I'll just be honest with you, it's 50 and 51. Those two guys make 80% of the tackles. And if we don't figure out how to block those two guys, it's going to be a long night. But if we figure out how to block those two guys, we're going to have some success running and throwing the football. But nobody else has. And I know that sounds crazy because those guys are either inside or outside, and they play on the line of scrimmage. But I've never seen two guys make as many tackles as these guys. And if it's 10 yards down the field, when you uncover the pile, it's 50 or 51 at the bottom of it. So, maybe the two twitchiest defensive linemen we played, one 6'3", I think, the other one 6'1", 6'2", and, they're both about 220 to 235, somewhere in that range, and, just they've given people fit. So, to me, it's about those two guys right there.
Well, Coach, I expect it to be another humdinger, so to speak. When you have two undefeated teams meet, I mean, it ought to be a great ball game. It's a contrast in styles. Seems like to me with the offense we saw last week, obviously. So I'm looking forward to a great ball game. Coach, do you have some closing comments you'd like to make?
Well, it's I think it's the 3rd time in history to host a semi at Sterlington. I think it's 1-1. I think Coach Ashley won 1 and lost 1 here, so it's kind of the tiebreaker, so to speak. So I think we'll have a great crowd. Church Point gets on a bus and drives 3 hours and gets up here and gets off the bus, and they beat us at our own stadium. You're just going to have to take your hat off and congratulate them, wish them luck the next week. But I think our guys will be ready to play. They're excited about the opportunity, and they read the clippings too. And, we're playing the number 1 defense in the state, maybe the nation. It's just according, whose quotes you read or what coach you listen to. So, we'll talk to our offensive line about that over and over and over and over again, about 50 and 51, and see if we can get them guys lathered up a little bit and ready to play. So defensively, we got our challenge, but, our guys can run, and we feel good about our opportunities. And, this is the team that's standing between us and the Dome, and I think we'll get after them. And hope we have a big crowd. And if you can't make it, you can listen to shspantherfootball.com and watch us on YouTube as well. And as always, go Panthers.
Absolutely. Coach, I can't add anything else to what you just said, and hope for a big game this Friday night and next week.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck.
Expect the stands to be full.
Lights, the camera, and the action.
Mama told me not to say a word. 17, 5, same color t-shirt. Mama told me not to say a word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt. I don't say that I'm a stranger. Believe it. I can take all they need. I can prove to you I'm a leader. Come on, say you want me, come with it. Come on, say you want me, come with it. Come on, say you want me, come with it. Come on, say you want me, come with it.
Now we're in overtime. Folks asked me about this ball game beforehand, William, and all I could tell them was, guys, I really believe you're going to get your money's worth, and I can say without a doubt we have. Too tight I formation, toss back to Travail over that left side, looking for some room. He's raced on corner.
I ain't ready for this to end. I tell you this, 4 more quarters gets you to the Dome.
Well, Panther fans, thanks for joining us this evening for this week's quarterfinal round pregame show with Coach Doty. Coach, thanks for some time this evening before you guys take on Madison Prep tonight.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me.
Well, Coach, last week your team makes the long road trip down to Westlake to take on the Rams down there. You come out 51-27.
Good evening and welcome to Panthers Field tonight for the Class 3A semifinal ball game brought to you by McDonald's. I'm Jimmy Guthrie, filling in for Ben Hackler, who is out ill this week, and have William Handy up here with me and Chris Sterlington down on the field. William, it doesn't get any better than this.
Man, this is big time, and let me say this, rumor is Ben had to stay home because he's trying to get his eardrums straight after last week. I think I blew his eardrums out, but let me tell you, this is a heavyweight game tonight. You got two 13-0 teams coming together. You had Church Point making probably about a 3.5-hour drive up here to take on these undefeated Panthers, and it's really a contrast in style from what we saw last week. You had Madison Prep, who's spread type offense. They like to throw it around. You're going to have the total opposite here. Church Point runs a wing tee. They're going to run it right at you. Jimmy, you remember last time we played them. I think you were on the call that night. Turned out to be 57-56 in triple overtime. And I tell you, it could easily be the same thing this go-around.
That wing tee offense gave us fits that night. And Coach Doty mentioned it this week. It's a hard offense to contain because you got movement everywhere. You got motion. But if the defense plays their keys like they should, our defense can go sideline to sideline against anybody. You've seen it all year. I've seen it. All the fans have seen it. And then our offense against their defense, William, their defense has only given up 40 points all year long, 20 in the regular season and now 20 in the postseason. Gave up 14 last week. That's the most they've given up to any team this year.
That's right.
Church Point taking the field. They're dressed in their solid white uniforms with black helmets. And the Panthers are making their way out toward the field with the 2001 Space Odyssey playing.
Well, Jimmy, I think you're exactly right. This is an offense we don't see very often. No team up in North Louisiana that I'm aware of really runs this offense. I guess the closest thing you'd see around here would – I really just don't even know.
Used to be Mangum,
but Mangum doesn't run that anymore. Tommy Tharp used to run that dragon wing, and that's about the closest thing we had to it. And when you get down into that district, I believe that's 5-3A that they play in, a lot of those teams run that, and Kaplan came up here and gave us a fit with it. They were undersized, but they ran a similar style of game. And so, folks, what you can expect to see is just a lot of misdirections in the backfield, like Jimmy's saying, and it'll get frustrating at times because they're going to break one or two, and then they'll throw just out of just to the tight end slipping out. So it's going to be a different ball game tonight than what you saw last week.
You watched film on them. I've watched film on them. They like to run a 3-4, and they bring the outside linebackers up. So just going to have to be ready to take care of that. And like we said, key the ball. We're going to take us a quick break, and we'll come. We're back at Panther Field, and we're going to give you the starting lineups brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Offensively for the Panthers, at tackles, number 75, Peyton Park Smith. and number 70, Mitch Hodnett. At the guards, number 55, Edmund Williams, and number 71, Brendan McNair. At center, number 57, Jordan Johnson. Tight ends tonight, number 34, Tony Rivera, and number 89, Grant Hanna. At wide receivers, number 9, John Barr, number 4, Ram Foster. At fullback, number 5, Bryce Lark, number 2, JaKeldrick Miller, and the quarterback for the Panthers, number 16, Mason Lawhon. Defensively for the Panthers, at the ends, number 58, Kellen Hall, number 19, Charlie Robinson. At the tackles, number 90, Caleb Andrews, number 48, Jackson Moore. Linebackers for the Panthers, number 12, Luke Handy, number 3, Jackson King, number 10, Chase Mitchell. Defensive backs, number 25, Cliff Jones, and number 15, Cole Thompson. Strong safety, number 37, Jay Bonner, and free safety, number 18, Armand Mills. Panthers are out at midfield to take the coin toss. You got Luke Handy, Caleb Andrews, Jackson Porter, and Jacob Green. Looks like Church Point has won the toss. Got Luke signaling back. Looks like the Church Point has won the toss and deferred. Panthers are going to get the football to start this ball game, and kind of what we wanted to see, William, out of it. You and I talking off the air that want to get this offense out there on the field, and let's try to get something rolling quickly. Yeah,
you'd like to go in and obviously do really good on this first drive, and it's going to be an interesting game, Jimmy. I don't. We talk about not facing their style of offense. I don't know that they really face our style of offense either this year. I know when you look down, Donaldsonville was somewhat of a spread offense, but we're a little bit different. We run and pass.
We can run a little bit of everything, and that's what makes us so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. Like last week, the very first play of the game, come out, run the option out of the spread attack, and pull up, throw it deep to Ram Foster.
Yeah, and that was something. I don't think Madison Prep. Oh, our guy, Mark Mitchum, has just entered the building.
We're about to have the David Bryant Realtor kickoff here at Panther Stadium. Number 10, Andrea Marcone, will be set to kick back deep for the Panthers. Sterling Sims and Jay Bonner. And it's going to be loud and wild here tonight. I mean, looks like almost standing room only already.
Yeah, we got cars parked in the field across from the stadium. And let me say this, Church Point brought a good crowd here tonight. And it's going to be a good one tonight.
They're probably going, before the night's up, have that side of the stadium filled. Cole Thompson is going to receive the kick. He's coming around the near side, turns it upfield, and he's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line. So that's where the Panthers will start, 1st and 10.
Not a bad place to start the game. Thompson got to field a lot of them back at Westlake. Did a great job bringing those back. Of course, Sterling Sims was quite the guy last week as well. So those Panthers take the ball at their own 30, 1st down and 10.
Mason Lawhon brings the Panthers out. Looks like Tremel Colvin and Ramaje Hatfield are going to be in the backfield behind him. We got, looks like we got some. Ram Foster had to come off the field, so 82 Jake Guthrie has gone in.
I don't know if it was an equipment problem or what.
So we got an I formation. Lawhon rolling out to the right, looks to throw. Pass intended for Ramaje Hatfield out of the backfield. Incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, tried to get that little quick pass out to the flats on that far side. You figured Church Point probably wouldn't be looking for that. Unfortunately, weren't able to make the completion. Looks like we're going to have Bryce Lark and Keldrick Miller check in at the fullback and tailback positions.
High formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon takes a snap. Pitch back to Miller. Miller coming around the near side. He's got 5. He's got almost 10 yards. They're going to say out of bounds after about an 8-yard gain, 9-yard gain. So that's a good start for the Panthers. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's a nice run by Jay Milley. Picked up his blocks on that left side. kind of worked his way through, spun it back around. Panthers are looking at that 3rd down and 1.
Handoff, nope. Lohan keeps it, turns it upfield, got the first down, and gets hit late out of bounds, and there's a 15 yards going to be added to it. And that's going to be a first down. Downs Law Firm, first down for the Panthers into Church Point territory, but we're going to add 15 more to it.
We've been seeing a lot of that with Lawhon, Jimmy. He's done a nice job of running that option. He'll fake it on that fullback dive, and really a lot of teams are looking for the pitch, and he just keeps it and takes it up. He's very deceptively fast and works his way through those seams, but good job by Lawhon getting the ball down to the 33 of the Bears, 1st and 10.
High formation, waiting for the chains on the far side to get set. Ball spotted at the 33 of the Bears. Lawhon looks over to the side to get the play call. Foster to the near side, Barr to the far side. Barr looks like he's one-on-one with his man out there. Takes a snap. Hand off to Lark. Lark busts it. He's at the 20, 15, 10. He's going to be brought down at the 10-yard line, and that's another Downs Law Firm first down.
Nice run by Bryce Lark. Of course, that handoff right up the middle. Lark found the opening, took it downfield, did a nice job of cutting back inside. He did a little spin move, able to pick up some extra yardage, got it to the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
I formation behind Lawhon, same set. Lawhon pitches on the option to Jay Miller, going around the right side, cuts into the end zone, touchdown Panthers.
Great decision by Lawhon. He kept it to the last minute, pitched it out to JaKeldrick Miller. My man Jay Millie took it to the outside. He made his cut back inside. Good move on those defensive backs on there, over on that side. Good job by Miller to find that opening, work his way in, and that is your
street touchdown.
And they did get into the Ron Bush red zone. They actually were in the Ron Bush red zone this time.
Jacob Green on to try the extra point for the Panthers in a swinging gate formation. Waiting on the shift. And here we go. Jacob Green set, waiting on the snap. Snaps back, kick is up. And it's good, and there is a flag on the play. That's going to be roughing the kicker.
That'll be enforced on the kickoff. So if it's roughing the kicker, that'll take it up 15 yards, so they'll be kicking from the 50-yard line.
So 11-11 left to go here in the first quarter.
Jimmy, is that one of those that if you get it kick off from the 50 that you may try a little pooch kick and see what you can do?
I'd kick it out the back of the end zone.
That's personally what I would prefer to do myself.
But you see the officials talking about whether it's running or roughing. We'll find out shortly. This officiating crew is out of New Orleans. I don't think they've seen either one of us play this year.
Well, I believe we probably got that drive summary from Chris Sturdivant.
They're just calling it running. It didn't do personal foul, so.
That drive summary was 5 plays, 79 yards, 44 seconds, 10-yard touchdown run by number 2, Jay Millie. Panthers take that 7-0 lead on the extra point by Jacob Green. Panthers will line up to kick this off from the 45, so they're running into the kicker.
And this will be the David Bryant Realtor kickoff. Yep, they're going to put it at the 45. Official picked up like he was going.
And Ben Hackler said, yeah, but with not as much force as I did. He texted us right in the middle of that. So anyway, hey, before this kickoff, I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Mildred Lucius, Mr. Ronnie Lucius. They got the flu or something. They're kind of sick, so we figured they're listening to the game. Hey, y'all get better. Too important to this bunch out here. So I hope y'all get on the mend and be back as quick as you can.
Jacob Green getting ready to kick back deep for the Bears. Number 1, Andy Brasino. And here's the kick from Green. Green gets all of this one. It's going to fly deep into the end zone, land on the A, and they're going to bring it out to the 20, and that's where Church Point will start, 1st and 10.
Personally, I prefer the Jimmy Guthrie approach on that. Just kick it out the back.
Yeah. So Chandler Guillory is going to bring the Bears out to start this ball game. That's just what we talked about before, William. We had to come out and start fast, and we did, scoring in 44 seconds. Guillory was in the shotgun. Now he sends the receiver out wide. And that goes under center. Brings a man in motion. Handoff to him. Turns it upfield. He's got 5. And he's going to be brought down, looks like right around 9 yards. That's number 18, Tylon Citizen. He's got 1,422 yards on the season. He's their main, looks like their main workhorse. And it was just one of those, William, he took it and he saw a hole and he just cut it straight upfield. Panthers almost over pursued.
Church Point's line is very good offensive line. They get those seams opened up for those backs.
One back behind Guillory. Brasino comes in motion. Handoff to the back behind him, and they're going to have a first down. That was number 8, Jalen Reese.
Handy came up from that linebacker position, took him down, but not before he was able to get that first down. He did get it up to the 32-yard line, and this is typically what this offense looks like. And we talked about it, you and I did. The thing you got to be careful about, they'll lull you to sleep with that wing T offense and then hit you down the field on a pass play. So they like to suck everybody up into the box and then hit you long.
Triple I formation behind Guillory. Now they shift out of it. There's no backs in the backfield. You got 2 receivers split to the far. Citizen comes in motion, going around the right. There's a flag on the play, and they're going to call it dead. False start against the Bears. Going to back them up 5 here in the first quarter. Brought to you by CommuniHealth Services of North Louisiana. Panthers lead the Bears 7-0.
That'll back the Bears up 5 yards, take it back to the 27-yard line. What did Coach Doty say? You can't get caught up looking at the eye candy in the backfield.
Just gotta remember your keys and stick with them. And Guillory breaks the huddle with them. 2 wide receivers to the far side. You got 2 slot backs. Citizen comes in motion. Handoff to him again, going around the far side, and he gets hit right about after a 2-yard gain. Big time hit. I believe that was Armand Mills or Chase Mitchell. Hard to tell that number.
Yeah, I'm
going to
tell you, I saw Handy get his hands around his waist, and I saw Maddox Bryant come in as well, but they got great support coming up from that secondary to make that stop. Once again, you call it Mills, Mitchell, Maddox, Bryant, and looked like Handy as well. All got in on that tackle. But that got the ball up to the 29-yard line, sets up a 2nd down and 13 for the Bears.
2 receivers to the near side. 1 back off to the right of Guillory. Brings Citizen in motion. Hand off to Brasino going around the left side. Nothing doing there for the Panthers. That looks like Jackson Moore and Charlie Robinson in on that tackle.
Yeah, that was Moore and Robinson all the way. You know, Jack Moore's got a motor that won't stop. I mean, that guy goes 100 miles an hour all the time and got a big body to boot. And then you've got Charlie Robinson on that far side at defensive end. He's a stone over there as well. They gave him about 2 yards on that carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. The Bears have the ball at their 31-yard line with 8:23 left in this first quarter.
2 receivers to the near side. Guillory rolling out, being chased, and he's going to be sacked. Back right around the 21-yard line. Caleb Andrews. He shot through there like a cannon and brought Guillory down.
Wow, so, Caleb Andrews, it's like nobody blocked him. Wow, heck of a play. Man, I'm sorry, Jimmy, I stepped on you there, man.
That's going to bring on the punt team. And the quarterback, Guillory, is the punter, back deep for the Panthers.
That's a 4th down. Is brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health.
Luke Handy back deep for the Panthers. Left-footed Guillory gets off a very nice punt. It lands around the Panthers 40 and takes a huge roll down inside the 20. Looks like they're going to knock it dead around the 16-yard line, but the Panthers are going to get the ball to start right there to start this second drive. You couldn't have asked for a better opening defensive series for the Panthers.
You couldn't. It was basically like a 3 and out. They did get that first down. But I tell you, that directional punt, I don't know that Handy could have done much with that. That was a great punt by Church Point. Took it that left side. I saw Mark Sims having a little conversation with him. He wanted to get over and try to stop it. But it is what it is at this point. Panthers take over at their own 16, first down and 10.
I formation behind Lawhon. Barr and Foster to the near side. Looks like Trammell and Ramage are back for the backs for the Panthers. Lawhon calling out the plays. Got 9 on the play clock. Lawhon takes a snap, looks to throw, has Barr out here, gets a block from Foster, coming around the near side, and is going to get run out of bounds around the 22-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6. Good opening pass play for the Panthers.
Yeah, looked like Barr had something cooking there, like he was going to be able to break that one for a long one. Good job by Foster, as he always does. He is excellent on those blocks. Allowed Barr to get up that field 7 yards. Second down and 3 for the Panthers at their own 23.
I formation, receiver to each side. Lawhon looking down the middle, has Barr. Barr makes the catch, and he's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers!
Jimmy, that was absolutely a perfect pass. Absolutely a perfect pass. They had double coverage on him. Barr had split that coverage, got the step on it. He had that step, and I'm telling you what, Lawhon dropped it in the bucket. We use that term kind of loosely, but, Jimmy, that was dropped in a bucket. And let me say this, Barr has got a great set of hands. He reached for it, made the reception, and once he gets that ball and he's got a 2 or 3 step lead on you, you're not going to catch him. Great pitch and catch from Lawhon to Barr to make that score 13-7 with that extra point pending.
That was a street and street touchdown. Snaps back and got flags on the play. Jacob got a false start against the Panthers. That's going to back them up 5. So Jacob Green's going to be trying the extra point for the Panthers.
That'll make this kick 25 instead of 20 yards.
Here's your David Bryant extra point from Jacob Green. Snap was low. Good hands by Foster. Lawhon. And the extra point is good. So with 7:10 left to go in this first quarter, Panthers are up 14-0.
Jimmy, you couldn't ask for a better scenario to start this game. You know, we took that first drive, able to take that ball down the field, really more of a running series. And then on this second drive, you had the pass to Barr for 7 yards, and then you take the shot down the field. Great play. I tell you what, those two are just in tandem now. They just seem to have that mojo going. But that was 2 plays, 84 yards, 18 seconds, 77-yard touchdown pass from Lawhon to Barr.
So here's the David Bryant kickoff, brought to you by David Bryant.
Yeah.
Jacob Green on the kick off for the Panthers. Back deep, Andy Brasino. And William, it's just
well, that one, I mean, Barr took that inside post, and when he took it, the secondary guy didn't adjust to him, and he got that separation quick.
Yeah, he got separation. They didn't get any hands on him up here off the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
They're playing off of him, and you let Barr get full speed, it's hard to catch him. Brasino's going to let it land at the goal line into the end zone, so it's going to come back out to the 20-yard line, and this Panther D coming out, and this Panther crowd is going crazy. It's been a great night for the Panthers so far.
I'm going to tell you, it's
kind of things going.
It's kind of interesting. I ran down right before we got on air, and you know, I've seen a lot of team logos out here. I've seen some West Monroe. I've seen some, you know, some other local teams that are out of it coming to watch a ball game. You know, there's only 2 games in town tonight. Of course, you got Neville hooking up
with
Warren Easton on Forsyth, but boy, great way for these Panthers to start.
2 backs in the backfield behind Guillory. Hand off to the far side running back. He gets hit hard, but he's going to come across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. That was number 1, Andy Brasino.
We'll get it close to a first down. Give him 8 yards on that carry. It's going to set up a second down and 2. Again, this is how this offense is designed. And Jimmy, you and I watched a lot of film on these guys. That offensive line for Churchbourne is very good at what they do.
Well, this type of offense, you have to be. I mean, it's just one of those that you got to give them a hole, but that's going to be
false start
against the Bears. That's going to back them up 5. And that's going to back it up to 2nd and 7 now for Church Point. Here we go. Back to the line of scrimmage. Guillory has one wide receiver to the far side. One back behind him. Brings Citizen in motion. Hand off to the fullback. I believe that's number 8, Jalen Reese. And he's going to get maybe one on the play.
Looked like Caleb Andrews again on that tackle. His helmet came off.
He's
so
deep. Have to come out for a play.
He's coming out, but great tackle by Caleb Andrews. That brings in DJ Hutchinson, number 99. He'll fill that nose guard position. That's going to be about a. So gave him about a 3-yard gain, 2-yard gain on that carry. Sets up a 3rd down and 5 for the Bears at their own 25-yard line.
Guillory in the gun, has one back off to his left. Hands off, fakes it, rolling out to the far side. He's being chased and pressured, and looks like he was throwing for the wide receiver on that far side, number 11, Kanan Lejeune, and it's incomplete, and that brings up 4th down.
Got heavy pressure from Chase Mitchell and Jackson King. No time for him to set up to try to make that pass play, but good job to get that pressure on him and disrupt that pass. Looks like Warren Easton and Neville are tied 7-7. Still in the first quarter. That's the other big slugfest here in town.
Luke Handy back deep, waiting on a punt from Guillory. Left-handed punter. Ball comes off there a little bit crazy. Good spiraling kick. Handy fields it at the 35, coming to the near side. Does a smart thing. Had no blockers in front of him. Just get out of bounds with positive yardage. So the Panthers are going to have the football 1st and 10 at their own 42, leading 14-0. That
was good by Handy to make that catch to keep that yardage to the positive there. Brought it back up to the 42-yard line. Panther offense will be back in drive mode here.
This drive, we got Lark and Miller in the backfield behind Lawhon. Foster split out to the far side, Barr to the near. Counter play, hand off to Miller up the middle. He's got the 1st down and going to be brought down at the 40-yard line of Church Point for another Ross Downs Law Firm.
1st down. And what a 1st down it was. It started with that, as you called it, Jimmy, counter block up front. Got a good seam in there for JaKeldrick Miller. You give him a little bit of space like that, he's going to take advantage of it. And the thing about it, he runs hard. He spins it back, gets that extra yardage. Got it down to the 41 of the Bears, 1st down and 10.
5:01 left in the first quarter. High formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon hands off to Lark up the middle. And looks like he's going to get maybe 5 yards on the play. So good job by Lark right there. Just keep getting those positive yards. Anything over 3 is awesome.
That's right. We said it before. That 3-yard average will get you there every time. But at 5 yards by Lark, that's kind of what he does. He does the dirty work there. Gives you a 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers.
High formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon hand off again to Lark. Lark breaks it. And across the 30 down to the 29-yard line for another Ross Downs Law Firm.
1st down, and once again, that offensive line, when they get a push and you get Lark coming in behind them, Lark's just kind of one of those guys that got a low center of gravity. He keeps his legs churning, moving, difficult to tackle, kind of like Ramaje Hatfield, same way. Once he gets his momentum going, he's going. Panthers have it at the 28, 1st and 10.
High formation, counter play to Colvin coming around the near side. Hop jumps over one of the defensive backs, and he's going to have another Ross Downs Law Firm.
1st down. Colvin just, when you see Colvin on the field, you say, this guy, he looks like he ought to, I bet he could be a good ballerina. You remember they used to have those guys that could do, he's got such quick feet And like you said, he just kind of took that little hop step at the end to get those extra yards to the 15 where the Panthers have it 1st and 10.
I formation, pitch back to Colvin. Colvin cuts back to the center of the field, and he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Panthers can get a first down at the 5-yard line.
That's a good play by that defensive front for Church Point. They really fill that hole in a hurry. Absolutely nowhere for Colvin to go, and Colvin actually lost about half a yard on that carry. So the Panthers are looking at 2nd down and a long 10 from their own, call it 15.5-yard line.
Foster to the far side, Barr to the near side, Lark and looks like Miller behind him. Little mix up there by the Panthers. Lawhon's going to lose about 2 on the play. Back to the, looks like the Panthers' 18-yard line.
Yeah, he stayed in the Ron Bush red zone. Forgot to get that in there.
Park Smith has to come out. His helmet came off, so Will Wachter, number 59, checks in for him at the tackle position. Now we're going to have two receivers to the far side. That's Barr and Foster. One back in the backfield. Got a flag on the play. Legal substitution against the Panthers, so that's going to back the Panthers up.
Boy, that was a huge break for Church Point. They didn't have anybody covering Barr on that inside receiver position, and very fortunate because if the Panthers didn't have that penalty and they take that snap, it's just an easy pitch and catch for Lawhon at that point. But they'll have him covered this time.
Shotgun formation. Miller off to the right of Lawhon, brings Hannah in motion. Lawhon takes a snap, coming back this way with it. And that's Tramel Colvin. He's going to get inside back to the 20-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So Jacob Green coming on to try the kick, the field goal here.
I tell you, Jimmy, that one tackle, that guy, he saved him. I think Colvin takes that to the house. He was able to grab that jersey. So that sets up a 37-yard field goal attempt for the Panthers here.
Jacob Green on to try it. Waiting on the snap. Snaps back. Kick is up. It's long enough. It's straight enough. And it's good. Now with 1:33 left to go here in the first quarter, Sterlington 17, Church Point 0.
Jimmy, that was a good job of that offense being able to get a little bit of extra yardage there. You got to credit. I believe that was number 1. I believe that was Brasino that made that tackle. Had he not got that jersey, Colvin, I think Colvin finds a way to get into the end zone. But good job of the Panthers digging out some points on that after being in that Ron Bush red zone. You really expect them to get in there and score. But nice job by them to get something out of that drive. Make this score 17-0.
Jacob Green out for the David Bryant Realtor kickoff. And back deep is Brasino standing at his own 10-yard line. 17-0 with 1:33 left here in the first quarter. Brought to you by CommuniHealth Services of Northeast Louisiana. See if Jacob gets it into the end zone again. Good kick, but it's going to be fielded. No, they're going to let it go. Brasino fields it at his 4-yard line, looking for a hole, and he's going to be brought down around the 12-yard line. Good coverage by the Panthers.
I believe that was Maddox Bryan that got the stop. That was had some great coverage. You know, that Brasino thought that was going to bounce into the end zone, and when it didn't, came back in. That's a live ball. He had to do something with it.
Got a score out of St. Martinville. Union leads St. Martinville 8-0 in the first quarter.
That's going to be an interesting game. St. Martinville does have a pretty high-octane offense. The question is, can they contain Holly and score against that Union defense?
Guillory up under center has one back behind him. Brings one in motion. Fakes, looking to throw down the field, has a man open, and he didn't see the ball coming. He was looking to see where the defensive back on the right side of him was. If he would have turned and looked, he could have taken it to the house.
He could have. I think, Jimmy, I really think he was expecting it on the other shoulder, quite frankly. And when the pass released, he had to adjust to the pass, turn to it, and wasn't able to make that catch. But that's that play you and I were talking about. They're going to lull you to sleep. They're going to slip one guy out. Normally, he doesn't have a bunch of targets out. It's about 2 players out, and he may have one safety valve off in the flats. But incomplete, 2nd down and 10 for the Bears.
2 backs in the backfield behind Guillory. Guillory, they run an inside reverse to number 18. That is Tylon Citizen.
He was brought down by Armand Mills. That's that, like you said, that little inside reverse. They hand it off one way, they take it the other. You got to read the guards on that
That's
one.
almost like, William, though, that's almost like a forward lateral because you're handing it off to the guy that's in front of you.
Yeah, but it's in the backfield. That's one of those technical rules that,
Yeah.
But
3rd and 5 for the Bears. 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Guillory in the gun, one back off to his left. Handoff looks to throw back to the tight end, Daigle, and he makes the catch. He's going to be very close to a 1st down.
Handy made the stop, hit him down low.
Daigle's slow to get up out here. He got hit low. Daigle is a senior, and he's also an Arkansas Monticello commit. Looks like he's shoulder.
I don't know. Handy hit him right in the thigh. I don't know if it's shoulder or what. Jimmy, it looks like where they're going to put the ball down. I think he got the 1st down by a little bit. Kind of hard to tell.
But Holden Daigle's the man down for Church Point.
Makes me wonder if he got hit in the spot, Jimmy. I think that's what happened. I kind of saw the replay, and I think that might be one of those where kind of took it in the wrong area, the nether region. So, but anyway, he was able to get that ball up just enough to get that 1st down. He got it by about a half yard, looks like. So they'll set that ball up just outside the 23-yard line. 23 and a half yard line of the Bears. Be first down and 10.
35 seconds left to go. Clock running. Getting his back set in the right position. Guillory brings the man in motion. Hand off to Citizen. Going around the far side. Following his blockers. Good job there by the Panthers. Keeping contained. Gave up 4, maybe 5 on the play.
Yeah,
that looks like that's going to be it for the first quarter here at Panther Field. And it is. Panthers on top, 17-0. We'll be back for the second quarter here at Panther Field.
CommuniHealth Services in Bastrop provides quality medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare services for patients of all ages. Our goal is to make a difference by providing superior healthcare services and exceed patient expectations by doing the right thing every day to improve lives in our community. Visit CommuniHealth.org today.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised.
Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ron Bush in Sterlington today.
We're back at Panther Field for second quarter action, brought to you by Surge Adventure Park. Panthers lead the Bears 17-0. And William, I got to give a shout out to one of my buddies, and we all have a kind of a connection. Mark Kemp, he's down south in South Louisiana watching the ball game on his TV. All of our kids have worn that number 82, and
that's right. Reed had it. Reed Handy had it right on to Jake.
And now on down to my son Jake. So shout out to Mark. Mark, glad you're watching here online. Takes a snap. Handoff to number 9 going around the right side, and he's going to be brought down. That's Jaden Reese. He's a sophomore. Good-looking kid as a sophomore.
He's a good runner. He's the heavy guy on the team. DJ Hutchinson was able to make the tackle, but not before he was able to pick up enough yards to get that first down. But he's one of those guys that Coach Doty said he's a big body, and, he's one you're going to have to account for. But they got the ball at their own 34-yard line. Be first down at 10.
Guillory brings the Bears to the line of scrimmage. One back behind him. brings a man in motion. Hand off to the other Reese, Jalen Reese, and he's got hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain by pretty much the whole D-line.
Looked like DJ Hutchinson and Luke Handy had the bulk of that tackle, but tell you what, DJ's come in and just been a man on fire here for a little bit. Guess they were trying to spell. Of course, we're going with the 5-man front, but we were walking down Jackson King. Looks like we're going big no gain on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Bears.
2 backs in the backfield. Here's the underhand toss to Citizen. He's going to get about 3, maybe 4 on the play.
I believe that was Kellen Hall in on that stop, along with maybe Maddox Bryant. Picked up 3 yards on that carry. It's going to set up a big 3rd down and 7. The ball is on the 37 of the Bears. Jimmy, this is one of those where if that Panther defense can stuff them, it's going to put Churchport in 3rd, and it's going to put them in an uncomfortable position. But let's see what this defense can do on this 3rd and 7.
Guillory looks like he's going to be in the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 back off to his left. Looking to throw, being chased from behind, throws, hits the man right in the arms, number 45. That is Riley Daigle, and it falls incomplete, and that's going to bring up a Sterlington Rural Health Clinic 4th down.
Jimmy, there was pressure coming. There was pressure coming on Guillory, and he made a good throw. I mean, that ball was right in the bread basket.
It's a couple of scores in 4A. This is a shocker, even though it's in the first quarter. Westlake leads Edna Carr 3-0. Neville leads Warren. Looks like Luke Handy for the Panthers. Play clock down to 6. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. Not a very good snap. Handy comes over to the near side, and it takes Handy's going to catch it and go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. So that's where the Panthers will start here for their first possession in the second quarter, leading 17-0.
Tell you what, Jimmy, Guillory couldn't do anything better than wade through that pass. I mean, he put it right in the bread basket. And fortunate for the Panthers, that ball was incomplete. So they'll take this over to 30. Give Guillory credit. He's a pretty good punter now. He's directional in that thing to the sidelines. So Panthers have it at their own 30, 1st and 10, 9:58 left in the second quarter. Panthers up 17-0.
Lawhon looking to the near side for the play call. Has Barr and Foster out to the far side, eye backfield behind them. Counter play. Trammell gets hit in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage on the play. There's a flag on the play. Come in way, way, way back here in the back.
I don't know what that, unless that's a personal foul. Not sure what happened.
Be. That would be a very nice personal foul.
See what they call here.
Personal foul. Face mask against Church Point, and that's going to give the Panthers another Ross Downs Law Firm 1st down. Ball's going to be spotted at their own 43.5-yard line.
That really wiped out a good defensive play by Gavin Middlebrooks. He was able to get that big loss, but the Panthers get it on the penalty at 43.
Handoff to Ramaje Hatfield. He gets up to midfield. That's going to be, they're going to say probably the 49-yard line. That's going to be about 5-yard gain.
Yeah, actually going to give him a little more than that, Jimmy. Looks like that's going to be about a 6-yard gain, 5.5. Right now, St. Martinville leads Union 10-8 at the end of actually that's the second quarter.
I formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon takes a snap. Once again, it's Hatfield going across midfield to the 49-yard line. I almost said 51-yard line.
All right, now, we talked about this all the time.
I've been out of here for a long time.
Louisiana Independent School Association. Math was a little bit flexible in our day, right?
Yeah, we were told there was no math. Well, except for Chris.
Yeah.
High formation. Lawhon runs the option, makes a man miss. Has the Ross Downs Law Firm 1st down.
That's a nifty little move by Lawhon, keeping the ball. You saw him do that little back step, let the tackler run in front of him. That's one thing you like to see from a running quarterback, that he can dodge those hits. Because, look, if you get a shot at a quarterback when we played, you took him out if you could. Lawhon does a nice job of avoiding contact when he has to, but he can pick them up and put them down with the best of them. Got the ball down to the 39 of the Bears, 1st and 10.
I formation behind Lawhon. Guthrie split out far, Barr to the near. Handoff up the middle to the fullback. He's going to get about 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up, looks like 3rd down.
That'll be 2nd down.
2nd down. They didn't change the down marker on the far side. But William, I got to give one more shout out. Got a guy that was on my state champion golf team here. He's now a lawyer down in Lafayette, I believe, and his name Parker Mitchell. He's watching down south.
Awesome.
And keeping an eye on his school. Handoff to the fullback again. He gets across the 35, looks like down to the 34-yard line.
Well, we need to recognize somebody else since you got those going. Uncle Dave and Aunt Carol.
They listening?
Yeah.
Are they watching?
They should be, yeah. Miss Pat told me last game, and I didn't get a chance to get it in there, up there, they're up in North Carolina.
Guthrie split to the near, Barr to the far. Pitch back to Tremel Colvin. Gets upfield. He's going to have the 1st down and more. He's at the 15. He's going to be drugged down from behind, down at the 12-yard line. But after he got around that line of scrimmage, that was all Tremel Colvin.
I was going to say, that last 15 yards or so was Tremel Colvin all the way. You saw he kept pulling that foot there in the line of scrimmage. Once he got loose, he was just dragging a tackler with him. That took him another 5 yards, but heck of a run by Tremel Colvin. Mr. He Gone shows that he can be gone, but you can't get him every now and then. But good run by Tremel Colvin to the 13.
Miller back in. Runs the option to Miller around the far side. Cuts back in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jimmy, that is how you run the option play. Lawhon rode the fullback at the last minute. I mean, he's getting wrapped up. He pitches it back to Jakeldrick Miller, and Miller's already running downfield, Jimmy, or downhill. And so once he gets it, it's just a sprint. He makes a couple of moves. Great job by Jay Milley. Once he smelled that end zone, he knew what was cooking, right?
That was a street touchdown by Jakeldrick Miller.
In the Ron Bush red zone.
And now we have the David Bryant Realtor extra point. Snaps back. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 6:42 left to go here in the first half, Panthers 24, Church Point 0.
I want to say this, Jimmy. Ron Bush and I are good friends, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to get that Ron Bush red zone in there. It might not be right as he gets in there, but we're going to get it in there. Ron's a great guy. Union is now.
It's 16-10. We got a wrong scoring update a little while ago.
Okay, 16-10.
So 6:42 left to go here in the first half. Panthers on top.
Hey, and you know we got another Panther alum listening, I believe, watching this. My nephew Joe Handy down there in Baton Rouge, and then the other one, Adam Handy's listening up in Utah. So we are nationwide, Jimmy.
23-yard touchdown run by Jay Milley. Now Jacob Green is on for the David Bryant Realtor kickoff. Back deep is Brasino. And I've got another one back. I can't get the number over there. It looks like number 3, Armstead Mouton. But a 12-yard touchdown run. We got a little miscommunication with Christopher down
12
there.
yards. Man, that's the first error I think that Sturtevant has ever made. Seriously. Better check that 8-play, 70-yard deal, 316. 12 yards by Jay Milley.
Jacob Green, here's the kick. Gets all of that one. Brasino's going to field it at his 6-yard line, comes straight up the center of the field, and is going to be brought down right at the 25-yard line. And now they're throwing a flag on the play. Maybe a little extracurricular activity.
Well, I think they're going to call a horse collar on that one.
Well, they should have called it sooner than after everybody started coming off the field.
Well, Jimmy, let's don't get picky here. I mean.
Well, I've been a spectator for the last 3 years, I guess.
You know how straight I call this game. I don't show any favoritism.
15-yarder. So the Church Point's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. here in the second quarter.
Look, Chris got a reason. He said he fat-fingered that 23 instead of the 12, so we'll let him slide on that one. He's pretty good about his stats. He takes that very seriously. So the Bears are in business at their own 40, first down and 10.
Guillory goes under center, 2 backs behind him. 1 receiver split to the far side, brings a man in motion, handoff underneath the Citizen. He gets hit and dropped after a 2-yard gain.
Well, I tell you what, he got dropped in a hurry. That happened so fast, I really couldn't tell who made the tackle, Jimmy. He tried to work it up inside. Good job getting him down as quick as they did.
Yeah, he just told me to be nice with the refs.
Yeah, that's a shocker, isn't it?
I
always am nice with the refs.
Yeah, okay. 2nd and 8 for Church Point. Pitch coming around the near side. He's got the edge. Great play there. Jay Bonner, it looks like, came up and undercut the running back.
Man.
Just a great job.
Jay Bonner he's a guy that has really set the tone for himself this year. He's really turning into a good safety. Came up and undercut that run. Looked like that thing was fixing to turn into close to a first down. You know, Bonner comes up like a missile, takes his legs out from under him. That ball is sitting on the 40, let's call it, well, that's going to be a long 5. It's going to be a 3rd down and long 5. It's on the 44.5-yard line with 5:24 left in this second quarter. Panthers up 24-0.
Guillory in the gun. Takes a snap, rolls out to the far side, throws deep down the field, has a man, and it's complete. That's number 11, Kanan Lejeune, and that's first down for the Bears. I believe that may be only their 2nd of the night, I believe. But
tell you what, Armand Mills got a little friendly fire out there. Him and Cole Jones collided. Kind of surprised that Lejeune was able to find that dead zone as quick as he did. Didn't have as much pressure on Guillory. They were working toward him, but he was able to set his feet and make the throw. They have it at the Panther 40, 1st and 10.
Citizen in the Wildcat looking to throw, and he's going to get hit in the backfield, and he spins out of it, going around the far side, and he's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line.
Cole Thompson.
That was Tylon Citizen. He did a good job to get out of 2 of those.
He sure did. I think it was Jackson King and then Big Charlie Robinson. He was able to get away from him, but Cole Thompson came up from that cornerback position to make the sure tackle. That was a heck of a job by Citizen dodging those tackles, but Thompson comes in for the sure stop. It's going to be about a 9-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 19 for the Bears at the 49 of the Panthers.
2nd and a trip to start.
Yeah, that might be. Let's call it start. That's a good
wham break.
Wham break. That's
Guillory under center. 2 receivers to the near. Brings Citizen in motion. Handoff to him coming around near side, following his blockers. He's got the corner, and he's going to try to cut back, and he steps out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th and 3, maybe.
I believe it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd and 3. Good job, Citizen, pick up those blocks. They were able to kind of seal that end off. That pursuit was not able to catch up to him. So that's going to set up a 3rd down and 3. The ball is at the 33 of the Panthers. 3:42 left.
On that run, Citizen did a good job. He got behind one of his pulling tackles and just was able to follow him around. Guillory takes a snap. Handoff to Reese going around the right side. He's got the first down, and he's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line. 3:36 left to go here in the first half. Panthers are up 24-0.
I believe that was Armand Mills and made that stop. Yeah, Reese was able to get in there and he's really able to get in there and get that necessary yardage pretty quick.
I don't know if this is right, but it says Westgate's up 10-0 over Edna Carr. Guillory takes a snap, handoff to Citizen, coming around. He gets upended, and he's going to be brought down right around the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and looks like 7.
Looks like Mills and Bonner again in on that stop. right now that line is able to get a little movement on that defensive front. And they're kind of finding some creases in there they can work with. You're seeing the safeties having to come up and make some of these stops, but he was able to pick up 4 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 6. The ball's on the 22 of the Panthers.
One back behind Guillory. Brings a man in motion. Looks to throw. Man falls down. Throws across the center of the field. Incomplete. But looks like the guy that he wanted slipped and fell down there around the 15-yard line, Williams, so he had to go back to his running back coming out of the backfield, Citizen.
Yeah, he had one-on-one coverage over there in the flats on that far side. Of course, he had, as Citizen was in the middle, and Jimmy, that was a bad spot for Guillory. I mean, triple coverage on it. He tried to thread the needle. That would have been a picture-perfect pass. Wasn't able to hit it. So it sets up a 3rd down and 6 for the Bears. Again, the ball's at the 22 of the Panthers.
One back behind Guillory. Guillory takes a snap. Reese coming around the right side, gets hit on a kind of a little reverse play. Going to bring him down at the 21-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Looked like Handy, and that may have been Handy and Mills on the stop. He was trying to work around that edge. I think Handy came up and set that edge. So that's going to be a 4th down.
Brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic.
It'll be a 4th down and 5.
Looks like Church Point's going to let that clock run all the way down and take a NELA Turf timeout.
Smart move for them to run this clock down. They don't go for it, obviously.
But the Panthers just need to, William, and I mean, we talked about it. We needed to come out right off the bat and set the tone of the ball game, and we've done that. We've got to go in at halftime, make sure that everybody understands, stay with your keys, and keep doing what we're doing. And it's 2 more quarters.
That's right. And where we are now, the thing about it, Church Point wants to try to get this ball in with as little time left on that clock as possible. Then they'll receive the kickoff for the second half. Let's say things go well for them, and they get 2 scored. Then that puts them within 10. But they don't kick extra points, I don't think. I think they go 2 every time.
They do have the kicker, Guillory, who's also the punter. He was warming up with field goals here in the first pregame. But got another score out of St. Martinville. Union leads St. Martinville 24-6 with 8 minutes left to go in the first half. So 4th down and about 5. So
this is a big play.
This is huge.
Yeah, this is a big play for Church Point.
Get a stop here, and we still got a chance to move down the field. We got all of our timeouts left, and could possibly get something on the board here. Just need to make a big stop. Guillory, hand off to Citizen, coming around the near side. He's going to have to turn it upfield, and he's not going to get the first down. Panthers are going to take over at their own 20 with 1:26 left to go here in the first half.
I believe that was Jay Bonner, but Jimmy, the pursuit of that defense, and this is what we've seen all year. We talk about this is one of the bigger and faster defenses we've had at Sterlington, and you and I have been around here for a long time. They move to the ball well. They flow. You can get some seams on them, but I'm telling you, when they get you stretched out from sideline to sideline, they really cause offenses problems, and just a great job by that defense to keep that ball.
We got 4 receivers in right here. Guthrie, Barr, Colvin. Colvin comes in motion, and Sims. It's going to be a handoff to Colvin going around the far side, looking for a hole. There's a face mask. That's going to be 15 more yards added on to that 12-yard run by Chamel Colvin to give us another Ross Downs Law Firm.
First down. And you know, Jimmy, that was a sneaky little play. I like that. It's set up as a 2 wide on both sides. He comes and sets up in the backfield. You know what's fixing to come. They're going to try to spring one with Colvin. He does. Look, he gets that scrape across the face mask, which is exactly what you want. So, hey, you would expect him to hit a 25, 30-yarder. We got it anyway.
That's going to
take that ball out. I'm sorry, go ahead, Jimmy.
Up to the 47-yard line. On the far side, we got Sims and Barr. Guthrie split out to the near. Ram Foster hasn't been out there the last couple series. I don't know if something happened to Ram. But now Lawhon's in the gun, one back off to his left. Lawhon takes a snap, looking to throw, sets up, throws back to Jay Bonner, and he drops it. Had a lot of green in front of him, and it falls incomplete. So 1:09 left to go here in the first half.
Boy, that was exactly how you draw it up, too. Jay Bonner had slipped out on the backside. You got all the attention on that far side. He slips out on the backside over here in front of that Panther bench. The bad thing is right in front of Coach Doty. So that falls incomplete. The Panthers have it 2nd down and 10 at the 47 of the Panthers.
Got 3 receivers to the far, Guthrie, Barr, and Sims. Miller in the backfield with Lawhon. Lawhon rolling out to the far side, looking to throw. Throws, has a man, that's Barr. He's going to run out of bounds. Looks like they're going to say he got to the, looks like the 46-yard line. Looked like he was a little further downfield than that to me, William.
Well, I think what there's, his forward progress should have put it farther up, but he went out of bounds. It did stop the clock. I tell you the truth, I'd rather give up the yardage just to get that clock stopped. So
Barr to the far, Guthrie to the near. It's an I formation behind Lawhon. That's Lark, and I believe that is Miller. Jay Millie. Hand off to Lark up the middle. He's at the 20, 15, and he goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Bryce Lark with a huge run here right at the end of the first half. 56 seconds left to go for another Ross Downs Law Firm.
First down, and B5, be gone almost. He almost got it, just couldn't outrun the safety. He was able to get that down. Great run by Lark. He just chugged it right up the middle, kicked it to the out when he needed to, but he got the ball to the 12-yard line. The Panthers have it 1st down and 10.
I formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon takes a snap, pitch back to Jay Millie. Looking to just nothing there. And the good pursuit that time by the Church Point defense.
Yeah, absolutely good defensive play by that Church Point Bears.
Panthers take a NELA Turf timeout. We're going to stay right here. 50 seconds left to go in the first half.
But, that was one of those where you tip your hat to that defense. They shut the door on JaKeldrick Miller. And the Panthers are in that Ron Bush red zone again. And look, we're going to get it in there. We have a great engineer up here, Heath Griffin.
Oh, Heath, he does a great job.
But Heath he's such a nice guy. Most guys would probably punch us in the face and say, hey, it's that Ron Bush red zone. So, anyway, Ron, we're giving you some pub, bub.
Pub, bub.
Pub, bub. So
Foster coming back in the ball game. Got Sims to the near side, Foster and Barr to the far side. Lawhon in the gun. Cole Thompson in as a slot receiver. Looks to throw. Hits Thompson on his little screen, and he's going to get hit and brought down. There's a flag on the play.
I think Barr, I tell you what they're going to do. They're going to call probably
excess
holding
blocking.
On. Well, giving him the business. Giving him the business. Hey, I know this is coming. Buddy Womble wanted to let us know he is listening from Boots Hodge Road tonight. So, man, we're going all over the place. Some exotic locations.
He lives in Union Parish.
Well, that's on him.
Holding against the Panthers, so that's going to back it up.
That's going to back it up to the 27.
They're at the 26-yard line. Clock running, 41 seconds left to go here in the first half. 3 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Slip screen to Barr, just a little bit too far out in front of Barr, and he had a little bit of room to be able to take it. But more importantly, the clock stops with 34 seconds left, and it's 3rd down for the Panthers.
Yeah, Barr had a shot at that. Right now from that 26-yard line, you're probably looking at about a 41-yard field goal attempt. Union 32 to 6, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so from where you are now, Jimmy, I think, 26, you're probably looking at about you look at 36, probably 43-yard field goal.
Barr to the far side, Guthrie and Sims to the near. Lawhon drops back. We got a flag on the play, false start against the Panthers. That's going to back us up 5 more.
Well, right now you could take a kill shot or try to with Barr somewhere on the field. But, Jimmy, you could just try to get yourself in a dead spot over in the middle, little hitch route or something, and just get you enough yardage to get Green
a chance.
A chance, yeah. And I think with Green, you need to have him inside the 45-yard line. Right now, you're looking at about a 53-yard field goal attempt.
Guthrie split out far, Barr to the near, I formation behind him. That's going to be a handoff to Lark. Looks like Lawhon was trying to pull it, and Lark kept it. So 26 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Well,
brings up fourth down. Looks like we're going to let the clock run down. I don't know if Coach Doty's going to try to get a little, maybe try it with Jacob.
Well, I mean, look, you're talking about 47-yard field goal, and that he can make this. I mean, we've seen him do it in practice. You know, he bounced one off the crossbar at Union, I think, at 49.
And that is, Sterlington's going to call a timeout here. No, maybe. Yeah, looks like they called timeout.
I don't think they. Yeah, I mean, they got it.
It's a NELA Turf timeout with 1 second left to go here on the game clock.
I mean, why not try it? You just need to be ready just in case they put somebody back. You know, you don't want them to return it. But, you know, this is within his range. And like I said, it was 49 yards, I believe, at Union. He tried and hit the crossbar, and that was on natural turf. And here you're on turf.
It looks like Panthers are going to go for it, try to throw something up. You see, Jacob's coming out.
Green, I don't think Jacob's going to be in the passing game.
No, I just.
Hey, who knows? Stranger things happen. Maybe they'll try a fake here, but I think they're going to let him try this.
It'll be a 47-yard field goal from Jacob Green. Lawhon's the holder. Snaps back. Kick is up. Is it long enough?
Oh, it was just short.
Just short.
Just short. He had it on line.
Other than Coach Doty's got to be pretty pleased, except for the way this first half ended with the penalties. Took him out of points range, and we'll hear that here shortly with Chris. There's Chris with Coach Doty. Chris?
Coach Doty, you said all week you had to come out and start fast. Come out and you punched them in the mouth right off the bat.
Yeah, we wasted points. You know, we get down here, we run the ball all the way to the damn 10-yard line, and we get cute. Go Panthers.
Yeah, Coach Doty, like we said, he was going to be pretty pleased with the way the team played in the first half, except for that last drive when we took points off the board.
Yeah, and that he's exactly right. I mean, we had penalties. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot. It's almost a gift you got at the end of the half to get down there in scoring range in that red zone, and then you come away with no points, and then you're going to have to kick the ball back to Church Point in the second half. You just want to try to get that gimme there at the end.
Well, it's coming up. We'll have the Benoit Ford of Farmerville halftime show. We'll have some stats, scores, and talk more about the game. So we'll be back. It's halftime. Sterlington 24, Church Point 0. We're going to be cutting the podcast off, and we will be coming back in about 10 to 12 minutes.
David Bryant, RE/MAX, your local NELA Realtor, has the home for you. Licensed in Louisiana, each office independently owned and operated. Ready to sell? Ready to buy? David Bryant is the man to call. RE/MAX Premier Realty. Fair housing opportunity.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is faith, family, friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
First Security Title of Monroe provides real estate transaction services in Northeast Louisiana. The closing process has never been easier. With a dedicated staff that takes pride in helping our customers obtain quality service. First Security Title, 1818 Avenue of America, Monroe.
There's a lot of trucks out there, but none like the 21 Nissan Titan. It's the truck with best-in-class standard power and torque. Plus, it's backed by America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. It's the truck you'll want to brag about. Test drive a Titan today at Sparks Nissan.
Hello, I'm Ross Downs of the Downs Law Firm. We're a personal injury law firm that handles cases involving 18-wheeler crashes, automobile wrecks, pedestrian accidents, as well as slip, trip, and fall. Please give us a call if we can be of further assistance.
Ross Downs, 318-284-8551. NELA Turf Farms provides sales, delivery, and installation of luscious sods and rich soils. Our technicians have over 20 years of experience analyzing our residential and commercial clients' needs. Contact us today to learn more about our services or to schedule an initial appointment. Carpenter Road, Bastrop, Louisiana.
Hi, I'm Drew Breeze, co-owner of Surge Entertainment Centers. We are consistently on the cutting edge with our equipment, technology, and park designs, such as sports simulators and bowling, including a full-service bar and restaurant with comfortable lounge and event spaces. If you haven't been to one of our Surge parks yet, come by and see us and experience it for yourself. You won't want to leave, because here at Surge, it's all about friends, family, and fun.
At Cross Keys Bank, we're full of Sterlington Panther pride. We're also proud to offer free key checking for individuals and businesses. Free key checking has no minimum balance requirement, and you'll never have to worry about bank fees again. I invite you to stop by our branch soon to open a free key checking account. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Cross Keys Bank.
Need a loan? Call Kraftman Federal Credit Union. Kraftman has money to loan. Whether you live or work in Morehouse, Richland, or West Carroll parishes, Kraftman can get you the money you need with some of the lowest rates around. Call or drop by and let the hometown folks at Kraftman make it easy and start enjoying your new purchase. Kraftman has money to loan. Kraftman Federal Credit Union, 805 East Cypress in Bastrop.
Sterlington Rehabilitation Hospital and Rural Health Clinics offers inpatient and outpatient services. And they're now offering LSVT Big treatment to those suffering from Parkinson's disease. They're LSVT Big certified. Please come by and see one of their certified clinicians today.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors. They're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
The law offices of Street and Street, fighting for the injured in Louisiana. With over 65 years of experience handling cases in Louisiana, our goal is simple: to advocate and fight for the rights of the injured. Call today for a consultation, 318-325-4418, Street and Street.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised.
Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ron Bush in Sterlington today.
That's the sound of the fifth quarter at the 64 in Sterlington. Come and get some of that good old authentic Louisiana cuisine. Nolan's has come to town, and there's only one place to be after the Panther game. It's the 64. Hey Trey, fix me some of them jazzy potatoes.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
We're back for the Benoit Ford of Farmerville halftime show. Panthers lead right now, 24-0. William, it was a huge first half for the Panthers. Looking at the stats, they were able to do it on the ground. 23 carries, 185 yards. Bryce Lark leading the way, 5 carries, 69 yards. Colvin, 6 for 47. Miller, 5 for 37. Lawhon did a good job at throwing the ball. 4 of 7 for 89 yards. Barr, 3 catches for 91 yards, had 10 first downs, 5 penalties for 40 yards, and 2 of them were right here at the very end of the first half. You move over to Church Point. That wing T, the defense has done a great job against it. 20 carries for 61 yards on the ground. Throwing, 2 for 6 for 24 yards, only 5 first downs for the Bears, 6 penalties and 60 yards.
Yeah, I tell you, that's the one thing we were concerned about. And look, there's another 2 quarters to play, and we know the last time we played these guys, it wound up 57-56. So that offense that they run, you know, the passing game that they have is going to be usually 2 receivers out. So, you know, they come out, it really depends on what they do in this first drive. If they're able to punch that thing in, and they'll probably try to stick with it. And you know, the thing that really sticks in Coach Doty's craw, I know, was that last drive. You had a chance to steal points at the end of the first half, put at least 3 on the board. You know, he wanted the full enchilada, though. You know, Coach Doty, he wanted it to be 31-0 going into halftime. And then now you're going to kick that ball back. That may allow them to stay kind of in their game plan.
We're going to give you some scores from around the state in 5A. At halftime, Zachary leads Destrehan 14-13, and Acadiana leads Ponchatoula at halftime 29-21. In 4A, it shows Westgate 10, Edna Carr 0, and Warren Easton 21, Neville 17. Other score in 3A, Union Parish is leading St. Martinville at halftime 32-6. Go to 2A. Manny leads Avoyles 26-22 at half, and A Meat leads Jonesboro Hodge 21-13 at the half. In 1A, Oak Grove 7, Logansport 0 at the half, and Homer leads Haynesville 20-0 at the half.
Tell you what, the game that I was kind of interested in was that a Voyles game.
Avoyles and Manny?
Yeah, because they played at the end of that year, like in week 10. But Voyles has really done a heck of a job this year as well. But hey, Jimmy, let me do a quick shout out here. Coach Doty has one of, I guess you'd call it, probably his biggest fan, at least one of his biggest fans, Miss Joan Payne, his mother-in-law. I know she's battling some things right now, and he's made sure to see her in the stands, and she's here tonight. We can see her down there, and she is one of his biggest fans. I think they FaceTimed her on the field at the end of the game 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was last week. Actually, I think it was last week. But, we want to wish her the best in her journey, and hope things work out. But again, that's Miss Joan Payne, his mother-in-law, and I tell you, they are – the Dotys are a tight family, let me put it that way.
They are. And here come the Panthers out to get this third quarter underway. And, William, the Panthers, no let up, just keep doing what we're doing, and keep the ball, hold on to it, no turnovers, just do what the Panthers do.
That's right. I mean, you want to stick to your game plan, though. You don't want to go into that cocoon too soon. Doesn't mean to rhyme that, but so many teams will get ahead like this. Sometimes it can be a curse when you go in that hot, and it slows you down.
Well, and you've seen it because you've been up here calling the games. The Panthers here, pretty much the second half of the season, have been able to go in at halftime, make adjustments, and come out and take care of business in the second half. There's not really any adjustments you need to make in the second half. You got to take away these penalties to keep where we can just keep doing what we're doing. It seems to be working. Let Church Point have to change what they're doing to accommodate where our defense is in business. So here's Jacob Green on for the David Bryant Realtor kickoff for the second half. This third quarter is brought to you by Cross Keys Bank, right here in good old Sterlington. Brasino's going to field it at his own 7-yard line, comes up the middle and gets hit right at the 20-yard line. And they're going to say he's down at the 21. So,
and why is that not a surprise? Armand Mills, I mean, that dude does it on defense, on special teams. Tell you what, he likes to deliver the load. I think the point you're trying to get at, Cliff Notes version is the Panthers have to just keep chopping wood.
That's it.
Yeah. So the Bears have the ball at their own 21-yard line to start this third quarter. First down and 10.
Looks like Citizen is going to take the ball in a Wildcat formation, brings Brasino in motion. Citizen's going to keep it, following Brasino around the far side, and he's going to be brought down right around the 28-yard line. About a 7-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, just took it right up the middle. And, you know, we've seen this Wildcat. We saw that back at North DeSoto. We had a little trouble with that. Now, the back that was running the Wildcat for North DeSoto was
only about 50 pounds heavier than what we're seeing right here.
You stole the words right out of my mouth. I mean, he was quite a bit larger than we're seeing right now, but he did get it for 8 yards. Second down, let's call it 9. Second down and a long one.
One receiver split out to the far side, near side. Citizen hands off to Reese coming around the side, and he's going to get the first down up to about the 34-yard line. But good pursuit by the Panthers, but when Reese turned it upfield, just nobody was right there.
Well, Handy had to set the edge. He was in that defensive end position. He did a good job of stringing it out and forcing him back up inside, able to shed his block and get in on that tackle. But you're right, Jimmy, the pursuit was there to get him down, but not before he was able to pick up a first down. Ball is on the 34 of the Bears, first down and 10.
Citizen staying in there. Guillory split out all the way to the near side. Citizen staying in the Wildcat. Brings Brasino in motion. Going to follow behind Brasino and makes first line of wave of Panthers miss, but he got down to about the 39, maybe the 40-yard line.
I believe that was Kellen Hall that finally got him down. He was able to pick up 6 yards on that carry. And you talk about adjustments. You know, Church Point was going to have to make some adjustments somewhere, and we're probably seeing some of that right now. And it gets to be a chess match between these coaches and these coaching staffs. And so you'll see some things change all throughout the night. And usually when a team comes out, you're going to see them come out pretty hot and heavy like that. But anyway, we're looking at a second down and 4 for the Bears.
Guillory, no, looks like Brasino is in there. Citizen. Brasino hands off to Citizen going around the far side. He's got the first down and more, and he's going to be run out of bounds. They're going to say he's out of bounds at the Panther 42-yard line.
And I believe Citizen, how many yards does Citizen have, Jimmy?
I don't have Citizen's yards. I just had where they had 61 as a team.
No, I mean on the year. Yeah.
He ran for 14-22 going into tonight.
Citizen is their focus back. I mean, he's the guy that they lean on heaviest.
Citizen looks like he's going to be in the game at Wildcat, and Guillory, the quarterback, is going to be split out to the near side. Man in motion. Keeps it again. Runs the same play, but to the near side. And he's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play for.
And see, Jimmy, with this Wildcat formation, it's kind of frustrating because when you got a guy like Citizen, you can tell he's got good vision. His job is to fake that ride or go ahead and hand it off. But you know as well as I do, he's looking for that lane to open up somewhere, and he's going to execute it, get as many yards as he can. Picked up 4 on that carry. Second down and 6. The ball is on a 38 of the Panthers.
Staying with it again. Brasino coming in motion. Hand off to Brasino going around the far side. He gets brought down inside the 30. They're going to say down to the 27-yard line. And this is something that we weren't expecting much of. It was the Wildcat. The film that I saw, didn't see any of it. And
well, you can bet they looked at some of that North DeSoto film on us, and they know the Wildcat is what gave us the hardest time at North DeSoto. But again, bigger back, but he's not as elusive as Citizen is. I mean, Citizen's he's a different style of running back. Ball is on the 27 of the Panthers, 1st and 10.
Citizen takes a snap, keeps it himself, tries a cutback, and all the Panthers were there. They were ready for that one. And they're going to say he lost about a half a yard, maybe a yard on the play.
That was Kellen Hall got the initial stop. Then you had Caleb Andrews and the rest of the gang coming in there to make that stop. They actually gave him no gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Bears. Again, that ball is on the 27-yard line of the Panthers. Already clock is about to go under 8 minutes in this 3rd quarter.
Wildcat. Citizen. Brasino in motion. Citizen keeps it again, but he gets hit after about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and a long 9 yards for Church Point, but down 24-0. You know this is pretty much has to be four down
this
territory.
4-down territory. Big Jack Moore was the guy that got him initially. I believe Money Mitch was in there as well to bring him down, but nice job of Jack Moore getting that initial contact and bringing him down. 1 yard on that carry, 3rd down and 9 for the Bears at the Panthers' 26-yard line.
Looks like Guillory's back in at quarterback. Brings Citizen in motion, rolling out to the near side, being chased. Throws it, gets it away, but a great job back there by Luke Handy getting pressure on the quarterback.
Luke Handy got back there. I tell you, he's going to wish he got the sack, but I tell you what he did do. He kept his head about him. He had him by the jersey and reached up and raked the ball as he was throwing it. You really want him to get that. You really want him to get that sack, those yards, but prevented that completion. That brings up our 4th down.
Brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic.
It's going to be 4th down and 9. Again, that ball is on the 26-yard line. Panthers need to get a big stand here, get that ball back to the offense.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 backs off to the left of Guillory. Guillory drops back, looks to throw, has time, and it's intercepted. Intercepted, I believe that's Kellen Hall on the interception. Across midfield is going to be brought down at the, looks like the 42-yard line.
That is an Ashley Storage turnover. Compliments of
Kellen Hall.
Kellen Hall. Heck of a job by Kellen Hall. They were trying to do a little screenplay, look like, Jimmy. And Kellen Hall, Kellen's got some nice hands. You just don't expect him to be the guy that makes an interception.
Just stepped right in front of it.
Stepped right in front of it. Just tried a little pass right in there. Just nothing doing. But big stand by that Panther defense to shut down that drive. Now, you know, you want that offense to come out there and drive a stake in this deal if they can. Looks like we're going to have B5, Bryce Lark, and Jay Milley, JaKeldrick Miller in the backfield.
Bar split out to the near side, 2 tight ends. Counterplay to Jay Milley. He's going to pick up 8, at least, close to 8 yards, but a great run there on the counterplay by Jay Milley.
Excellent run. Once again, you give him a little seam, he'll exploit it. And I'll tell you what I like about JaKeldrick Miller, Jimmy, he'll spin, so does Tremel Colvin, but you see Jay Milley do a lot of spinning inside, and he'll pick up an extra 2, 3, 4 yards on carries. Got it to the 35, 2nd and 3.
Counterplay to the near side. Jay Milley got room. He's got another 1st down inside the 30-yard line, down inside the 25, down to the 23 for another Ross Downs Law Firm.
1st down, just good hard running by JaKeldrick Miller. He's going between those tackles. They're getting those running lanes set up for him. Tremel Colvin is going to check in. You know, kind of a different style running back. You know, when you look at those guys, a little beefier on JaKeldrick Miller. Sleek runner.
More of a slashier guy.
That's right.
With Tremel. I formation behind. Handoff to B5 across the 20 into the Ron Bush red zone.
Good job by Jimmy to get the – you thought I was going to say good job running ball. Good job by Jimmy getting that Ron Bush red zone there. We love you, Ron. Okay, but just once again, good run by Bryce Lark. He pushed that ball up for about 4 yards on that carry. 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers.
High formation, pitch back to Tremel, coming around the near side. Turns the corner, gets knocked out of bounds right around the looks like the 16-yard line.
That was actually Jakeldrick Miller. He had checked back in. He slipped in on me too. I didn't see. But
so it's at the 16-yard line. Panthers need to get down to the 13-yard line for a first down. So
look like they're going to go no huddle here.
Too tight. Bar split out to the far side. Hannah and Rivera, your tight ends. Lark off the right side is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Street and Street touchdown by Bryce Lark.
That Street and Street touchdown brought to you by B5 Bryce Lark. Just a handoff in between the tackles, and we've seen Lark do this a lot. If you give him a spot to get into, I mean, somebody's going to have a hard time tackling him. Sometimes I don't think they see him, but when he gets through there, he kicks it up to another gear. Great job of Bryce Lark getting through that hole and getting the score. And now your man,
Jacob Green, on to try the David Bryant Realtor extra point. Snaps back. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 5:20 left to go here in the third quarter, brought to you by Cross Keys Bank, the Panthers now lead 31-0.
Well, Jimmy, that's kind of how you wanted that drawn up. That defense, they bent, they did not break, made that big stand, forced that fourth down, and really if you force – I mean, I don't want to get over my skis here, but I don't think Church Point is very comfortable being forced to throw the ball. Their passing game works more
off the run.
So if you're having to throw because you got to throw in your Church Point, it's a problem. You know, it's not the ideal situation for you. And so the Panther defense just put them in a bad spot where they had that 4th and long. Of course, they were able to force that interception with Kellen Hall. I didn't know the dude had those good of hands. Better look out, man. That guy, he's going to be double duty in there with some of the receivers.
Here's the kickoff, sponsored by David Bryant Realtor. Jacob Green on the kickoff for the Panthers. Minute 36 seconds, a 16-yard touchdown run by B5 thanks to the big-time interception by number 58, Kellen Hall. Green gets into this one. Brasino's going to field it at the 2, trying to find something, and he's going to go around the far side and be brought down right around the 15, maybe the 16-yard line.
Man, it's the mullet man, Parker Miller. You ever seen Parker's mullet? He's got a great mullet. Love it. Parker Miller is a special teams demon. Love the guy. He's going to see plenty of time next year in that linebacking core. Got a little love there from Coach RJ. But nice job, Parker Miller, getting down there, getting that stop. Got the ball on the 16-yard line of the Bears, and that's where they'll take it over. First down and 10, 5:12 left in this third quarter. Panthers up 31-0.
Guillory in the gun. Take the snap. And there's going to be nothing doing. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Great job by the defense.
Good job by that defense. Just a host of Panthers in on that stop. Looked like Caleb Andrews got up off the bottom of that pile, but there's about 3 or 4 others there with him. They're going to give him a gain of about a half a yard on that carry. It's going to be second down and a long 9 for the Bears. That ball is on the, let's say it's on the 22-yard line. No, excuse me, 18, sorry.
Guillory under center, takes a snap, run to reverse to Citizen. No, Racino keeps it coming around near side. Great open field tackle by Cole Thompson.
That was
bringing him down right around the 22-yard line.
Very good tackle by Thompson. He got that gator roll on him, got him around the legs, and then rolled him. Good job. Sometimes a back will he'll put that little wiggle move on you, and next thing you know, he's running down the field. Nice job of Thompson zeroing in on his target, gator rolling him and bringing him down. Ball is on the 23-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Bears.
Guillory going under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Citizen goes in motion. Hand off to Citizen going around the far side. Panthers give chase. He's going to have the first down. Be brought down around the 29-yard line.
Able to squirt through. Once again, I was talking to John Reisinger before the game. These guys, this is what they run year in and year out. And look, credit that offensive line. They know what they're doing. They get those creases in there. You got to have the right backs, but they've got them. He was able to pick up that first down, got the ball to the 30 of the Bears.
Now Guillory's in the gun. Nope, now he's going to switch and go in under center. 2 backs in the backfield behind him. Hand off to Citizen going around that far side. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 3, William.
Yeah, was able to cut up inside there. Looked like Armand Mills came up from that safety position to make that tackle. Once again, they're getting some seams in there. And they're getting all they can, but good support from Mills to come up and make that stop. I'll give him 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be second down and 6 with the ball on the 34 of the Bears. 2:54 and counting on the clock in this third quarter. Panthers up 31-0. 1
back. Handoff to Citizen. Spun around and run out of bounds. They're going to say he's out at the 38-yard line.
Looked like Chase Mitchell, Money Mitch over there was in good position, had a blocker on him. Really did a nice job, Jim. He forced him outside to the out of bounds, but held his ground and didn't let him cut upfield. Sets up a 3rd down and 2 for the Bears at their own 38-yard line.
Guillory goes under center, 2 backs behind him, takes a snap, hand off to Reese, and he gets hit, but they're going to give him the first down across the 40, almost to the 41.
Couldn't tell. It looked like he was able to get the ball over that 40-yard line. You know, you get in that mass of humanity and you sort of lose the ball there. Looked like he was able to push it ahead, got it to the 41-yard line, gives them a new set of downs, 1st down and 10 at their own 41. Again, that clock continues to roll. We're about to hit the 2:20 mark in the third quarter. Again, the Panthers lead 31-0.
Guillory was in the gun. Now he goes up under center. Look for Citizen going around that left side. Nope, and I called it wrong, and there's Brasino coming around the near side. Gain of about 2.
Kellen Hall came from that far side, tracked him down. Was able to make the stop. I'll give him 2 yards on the carry. Once again, good job of that Panther defense continuing to string that play out. You remember when you and I played, they always told you that sideline was your friend.
Exactly.
You want to just keep stringing that play out because that's really your 12th tackler on the field is that sideline. So he was able to pick up that 2 yards, going to set up a 2nd down and 8. Again, that ball's at the 43 of the Bears.
1:30 left to go here in the Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Guillory goes under center, 2 backs in the backfield behind him. Oh, fumble on the play. Panthers go down after it with Guillory. Guillory come up with it, but not before he's brought down back at their own 38-yard line.
Boy, Kellen Hall was sniffing his 2nd turnover of the night, wasn't he?
Sure was. It'd been nice to have it, too.
Sure would have. Kellen Hall's had a good game tonight.
Guillory comes over to the sideline to get the play call from the head coach or his offensive coordinator.
That play clock's going to hit that 10-second mark here.
And they're going to have to hurry to get this play clock off. 1-0. He didn't get it off. No flag. Now it comes out. Looks like they're going to time out over there on the far side, and it is a NELA Turf timeout. But, William, it's just been a second half that Church Point, honestly, we're kind of surprised they haven't tried to throw it more than they have. The only time they have tried to throw it this half, Kellen Hall intercepted it. So,
again, I don't, you and I watched a lot of game film. It's not, I don't know how diverse their passing playbook is. I really don't. Usually you got two hot receivers, if you want to call them that, and then you got a guy leaking out as a safety valve.
And then what we've seen tonight on a couple of pass plays, you got the wheel route coming out of the backfield with Citizen, and then basically all the other ones are somebody going right up the seam as far as a tight end or a wide receiver or slot back sneaking out.
Well, you remember in the first quarter, I believe, or first half, they had the deep pass. Just he was expecting it over the outside shoulder. He threw it over the inside shoulder. So, I think they're going to try to just stick with the run right now. This is what's brought you to the dance. So, It's going to set up a 3rd down, 13 for the Bears after that fumble recovery.
Guillory looks like he's going to be in the gun. 2 wide receivers are going to be split to this side. That's Citizen and Lejeune. Moore goes in motion. He was going upfield before the snap even started, so that's got to be a false start against Church Point.
And they got that. They got that, yeah. So that's going to back them up another 5 yards. That'll take that ball back to the 33-yard line. Those Bears are going to be facing a 3rd down and 17, or as you might want to say, a 3rd down and point.
Rocky Branch.
Rocky Branch? Not that far, okay. Yeah, point's a little bit farther in, so I'll give you that.
That's more toward West Monroe.
Well, yeah. They'd get out of bounds before they got the make. So,
right.
I follow. I got your logic there, Jimmy. I'm on top of it. All right, 3rd down and 17 from their own 33-yard line.
Lejeune split out to the far side. One back in the backfield behind Guillory, and that is Reese, Jalen Reese. Now we got another delay of game.
So we'll back him up another 5 yards.
Now we're looking to point.
Now that is point. Well, I tell you what. Let's go ahead and run it on over to. You want to go on the Farmville? Let's go to Farmville. Nah, I don't like it. Nah.
We're good.
Yeah.
So that's 3rd and very long.
I got you. So it should be 3rd down and 23.
You told me I wasn't going to have to ask.
Yeah, it's 23. 3rd and 23.
Citizen in motion. He's going to take it and go around the far side, and he's going to get tripped up. Good open field tackle there, I believe. Ahmad Mills on the tackle. That's going to bring up 4th and long for Church Point.
Ahmad Mills is in on that stop. You expect, you think Church Point's going to go ahead and punt this ball. Looks like Handy's going to drop back. Of course, we're going to be at the end of the quarter. Coach.
Yep, and that's to nothing. And we're going to stay right here. We got the Marion State Bank 4th quarter starting up. And we're going to go ahead and take us a quick break at the end of the quarter, pay a few bills. We'll be back.
At Cross Keys Bank, we're full of Sterlington Panther pride. We're also proud to offer free key checking for individuals and businesses. Free key checking has no minimum balance requirement, and you'll never have to worry about bank fees again. I invite you to stop by our branch soon to open a free key checking account. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Cross Keys Bank.
There's a lot of trucks out there, but none like the 21 Nissan Titan. It's the truck with best-in-class standard power and torque. Plus, it's backed by America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles.
We're back for the Marion State Bank 4th quarter. Guillory on the punt for Church Point.
Nobody back.
Nobody back deep. Expecting possibility of a fake. Guillory gets off an end-over-end kick. And it's going to be blown dead right around the 36-yard line of the Panthers. So that's where we'll start the 4th quarter.
Jimmy,
31-0.
Jimmy, I want to give a big shout-out, a huge mention to our own local Revival Pizza for providing the food tonight. I'm going to tell Zach House, heck of a job preparing those pizzas. Loved it. We'd love to have that every time.
And the wings were awesome.
The wings were awesome. I tell you what, man, I've been battling heartburn, and thank goodness Heath brought the antacid up here for me. And look, I get up here and you got Revival Pizza. It's just going to have to be heartburn and more Tums. Thank you, Heath.
High formation behind Lawhon. Nope, Sterling Sims. No, that's Lawhon back in. But Tremel Colvin spinning, bobbing and weaving. And he's going to be brought down. Not before he picks up almost 11 yards on the play for Downs Law Firm.
1st down, and let me tell you, Tremel Colvin just did that on his own. Mr. He got keeping those lit.
Just keep positive yards and keep that clock moving.
Well, with the back old attempt, he looked like he had Tony Rivera down the field on a deeper out route. Just could not really had enough pressure. He just couldn't really get himself set to make that pass.
He was rolling out trying to get away from the pressure and just didn't have the chance to throw it. So here we go, 4th down. Pitch back to Jay Milley going around the left side. Bounces it to the outside, and he's going to have the first down plus a little bit more all the way down to the 20-yard line for another Ross Downs Law Firm.
First down. Jay Milley just took it to that left side. Once again, you get some good seal blocks from those ends, but just a great job of that offensive line setting that up, and Jay Milley just working himself along from level to level, kicking it out, going up, kicking it out. Just a nice job of running the ball by Jakeldrick Miller. Got the ball to the 20-yard line, right on the edge of the Ron Bush red zone. Let's go ahead and call it in the Ron Bush red zone for the Panthers, 1st and 10.
I formation behind Lawhon. Bar split out to the far side, handoff to the up back. And he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. They're going to say gain of 5 on the play.
Ramaje Hatfield once again up the middle. He's getting the bulk of the carries right now, working between those tackles. Picked up 5 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Panthers are not in a big hurry. Just kind of taking a semi-no huddle approach. Now they're going to the huddle.
7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this ball game. I formation behind Lawhon. Takes a snap. Hand off again to Ramaje. Gets down to the 11-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
Once again, that offensive line starting to really wear, I guess, on that defensive line. Pushing on them all night, but they're starting to just man on man now, forcing them down the field. Hatfield's just falling them behind.
That O-line's just leaning on that defense, and that's what you got to have this time, this part of the game. You just got to keep the chains moving, keep that clock running.
That's that grind.
And they're going to be upended at the 11-yard line. That was Hatfield. So it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
I believe
at the 11.
I don't think they gave Hatfield any. Looked like he had made a little surge at the end. I don't think he ever got the first down. I'm just saying I thought he got a little closer. But that's going to set up a 4th down and 1. Coach Doty's going to swap out. He's going to take Jakeldrick Miller out and bring
Mr. Hegon coming in the ball game.
Yeah, Mr. Hegon is back in.
Not very far from this position last
Last week. Do you think they'll run it again?
About a yard away, and I wouldn't be surprised. No, handoff up the middle. He's going to have the Ross Downs Law Firm.
First down, and never doubt Coach Doty. He may have brought him out there just to say, hey, we did this last week, we're going to run it again, and then you hand the ball off right up the middle to Hatfield.
The 8-yard line. Panthers are letting that play clock run. Panthers up 31-0. 5:25 left to go here in the ball game in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Marion State Bank. I formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon takes a snap. Hand off to Ramaje. Looks like they're going to say he got down to the 5.
I want to make an announcement too, Jimmy, for those watching. We apologize for the video dropping, but it should be working again. So we knew we had a loss there, so y'all try. Of course, those on the podcast, you've been hearing us.
B5.
Heath is over here. Sweat's white. He's wiping sweat off his brow now.
B5 is checked in for Hatfield.
Is that B5 the bulldozer?
B5 the tugboat. And he's going to get down, looks like, to the 3, maybe 2-yard line. Barr's going to have to come out. His helmet came off.
Look like Jake Guthrie is going to check in.
We got an 82 sighting.
There you do. And hey, that 82's got his belly button sticking out. Yeah. So that's going to be inside the. It's going to be inside. That's going to put it on the 2-yard line. So the Panthers have a 3rd down and goal from the 2 of the Bears. This clock's about to go under 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Panthers up 31-0.
I formation behind Lawhon. Lawhon takes a snap. I think that's Ramaje Hatfield. into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
What a job by that offensive line. You said it, Jimmy. They just leaned on that defensive line the whole way. And you got Hatfield. I mean, that guy's legs are about as big as most people's waists. He just gets those legs churning. He falls in right behind that big offensive line and just plows ahead for the score. And now your man.
Jacob Green on to try the David Bryant Realtor extra point. Panthers up 37-0. Here come out of the shift of the swinging gate. Lawhon waiting on the snap. Snaps back. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 3:51 left to go in the ball game, the Panthers stretch their lead out to 38-0. And start winding up the band, huh?
I think so. You know, I'm kind of funny about that stuff, but I think with 3:51 we can kind of breathe a little easier. They hadn't gave us our last 7 points there. It should be 38-0 with 3:51 left. But I tell you, Jimmy, this is one of those games where I'm starting it off like you do. This is one of those games where we came out and got that opening drive and kind of set that tone and just, you know.
That scoring drive, 15 plays, 64 yards, 8 minutes off that clock. And it's a 2-yard touchdown run by Ramaje Hatfield, brought to you by Street and Street
Law Firm.
Jacob Green set to kick off on the David Bryant Realtor kickoff. 3:51 left to go in this ball game.
We still don't have our score.
I got it.
It is 38, right?
Yes.
I will say, I know I have short-term memory loss, but
Brasino's going to field it at the 6-yard line, coming around the near side. No, that's number 3, and he's going to be brought down. That's Armstead Mouton.
That's going to be Armand Mills with a little bit of help from Max Reisinger, but you know, I tell you what, Mills is just something else. He's a tackling machine.
So Church Point's going to have the football. Mouton comes up limping. Ball's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line of Sterlington. Don't understand why they haven't put the extra 7 points up on the board. Guillory gonna break the huddle in the gun. 2 receivers split to the far side. Brings a man in motion. That's Brasino looking to throw. Throws deep down the field, and that's going to be intercepted. Cliff Jones on the interception. Panthers going to have the football. It looks like their own 43-yard line, but Cliff Jones, quarterback Guillory, just threw that one.
He just threw it up. That's an Ashley Storage turnover, but I'm going to tell you, Cliff Jones, he's going to tell you there's not an easier interception he's made than that one. I mean, you just had to stand there and bring that one into the bread basket. But, you know, and that's one of those things Church Point probably has not had to throw under these circumstances late into a ball game. And it just, you know, it's just something they don't practice a whole lot. And Cliff was just there to make the interception. But it looks like we're about to see some substitutions coming in. You've got Dylan Downs coming in at quarterback position.
Hand off to Bryce Lark, and he's going to get across and maybe get 1 yard out of the play.
It also looks like we had Travis Adams in. He's going to check out.
Breen's coming in for him.
Breen, number 14, is in. You got Will Wachter in at number 55 at that tackle position. I believe you got Drew Huff at center.
I formation behind Dylan Downs. Dylan takes a snap. Hand off to Lark. No, Dylan keeps it, goes around the far side. He's got the first down, and he's going to be run out of bounds all the way down at the Church Point 38-yard line for another Ross Downs Law Firm.
First down, and Dylan Downs, a freshman, made a good decision. You saw him turn the wheels on, got hit close to the sideline over there, a little late, but you notice something neat about him? Downs jumped up and ran right back to the huddle. He wanted him to know.
Give me some more.
Yeah, he said, bring it on. You don't bother me. I believe Cooper Line is in there as well. Warren Easton is up 37-17 on Neville.
Looks like Downs kept it that time. And he's got down to the 36-yard line.
Jimmy, you also got Jackson Porter, and I believe that's Austin, Hayden Austin in there on the line as well.
I just don't.
Looks
fans are starting to get a little antsy down here.
Yeah. Hey, just enjoy it.
2:19 left to go in this ball game. 38-0 Panthers. Dylan Downs barking out the play at the line of scrimmage, letting the play clock run, and it looks like they're going to call him for a delay of game. That's going to back them up 5, make it 2nd and about 11.
Well, that'll give Coach Doty something to explain to the young freshman. You don't want to run the clock down to 0. I'm going to tell you, Dylan is going to be something special. We said it on the air a couple of times. Dylan's one of those guys that, Mason Lawhorn is your quarterback next year. You're probably going to find a place for Dylan on that field. He's too good of an athlete not to have on the field. Of course, he's got a younger brother that's coming up from middle school. He's going to be a great athlete too. But that's a very good family. The Downs family is really a great family.
William, I hate to stop you right there. Panthers are going to take a knee, and they do in victory formation. But you can see the crowd lining up at the fence down here, right in front of us at the 50-yard line. That's the student section, and the Kraftman Federal Credit Union student section, and they're going to rush that field.
Oh, absolutely. And let me say this, Jimmy, there's a lot of talk about this game, and the Panthers just came out and played Panther football tonight. It wasn't anything just off the charts. They did what they always do.
But nobody thought that they would hang 38 on them.
No, and to hold them to 0.
I'm going to tell you, Coach Doty and his defensive staff did an awesome job game planning this right here for Church Point. And Dylan Downs takes another knee, and that's going to take us well under a minute before the next snap. So,
well, and let me add to that, Jimmy, you said it. Hats off to them for that defensive game plan, because I'll say it like it is, and Coach Doty will tell you too, that offense has gashed us over the years. And like I said, the last time they came up here, 57-56 was the final score, and we just had trouble with it. And good job. And I tell you, the other thing is, that game plan and this defense, we scored more points on them almost tonight than they've given up all year. And that's not that defense that they did something unbelievable.
And the Panthers take a knee, and that's going to do it here at Panther Field. The Panthers are heading back to New Orleans to play for the Class 3A state championship after a big win here versus Church Point, 38-0, William.
They'll be heading down to that Caesars Superdome, and I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Hey, wait, how did the call go at Manny? That was 5 years ago today. It's like, Sterlington is going to the state championship game.
How about that, boys?
How about that? Yes, sir. But, I'm not going to get a yell in tonight. Mr. Aaron Dietrich, we didn't give you any gold really to work with tonight, but I still love me some Jake Martin.
We got a little music going on out there, a little Fats Domino. I'm walking to New Orleans.
Now, you sung that last time.
We can't sing, though.
No. Yeah. But, hey, don't give anybody your pipes, man.
Yeah. But just, man, just an overall, every part of the facet of the ball game, one on offense, one on defense, and the special teams. We got Chris with Coach Doty. Go ahead, Chris.
Coach Doty, elated Coach Doty here tonight after the semifinals. Your thoughts on the game, Coach?
Man, just awesome. Our kids came out and laid it on the line tonight. Against the number one defense in the whole world. That's what to say, right? And so I thought our kids played really well.
Coach, you said it all week that you had to come out quickly and offensively put up 24 points in the first half. I think you stunned them over there on that sideline.
Yeah, they haven't been behind all year but once, so, they didn't know how to handle it. So congratulations to them on a great year.
I know next week they moved the 3A game to 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Your thoughts on practice next week?
Well, I tell you what, whenever we practice, we'll get after it. But you know what we're going to do? We're not going to worry about that tonight. We're going to enjoy this win. We're going to enjoy this win. So, what a crowd, outstanding. Our kids played their tails off, man, and go Panthers.
Good luck, Coach.
And looks like right now, by the last score I had, Union was up 38-12 with 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. So it looks like it's going to be a District 2-3A for the state championship next week down in New Orleans.
It's going to be an all District 2-3A affair in New Orleans.
There you go.
So we'll see that.
Brother Ben will be back next week.
Well, we think if his eardrum settles down.
I hope so, but he kind of got a little loud last week. But Brother Ben, I hope you're getting better. And man, just a great win tonight for the Panthers to move on to the Superdome.
Well, I guess, Jimmy, it was great to have that one show here at the semifinals. Now, I guess I can say you and I are 3-0 in announcing those semifinal games. It was Manny in 2016. It was Iota in 2018.
In the rain.
Both of those were in the rain, or after rain and in the rain. So it was nice to be back home on a dry turf.
And not freezing cold. But Panther fans have just stormed the field. But Church Point had a great season. And
fortunately, they're tame enough that they're not pulling the goalpost down. If they did, I think Coach Doty would be down there whooping them off because he didn't want them to do that. But anyway, Jimmy, it's just an outstanding game tonight by those Panthers.
And this is a message from Ben Hackler. He said, "Tell the farmers we coming."
Now, don't stir that up. It's going to be Armageddon #2 anyway. It's going to be the Rumble in New Orleans. So, hey, it's coming. So let's just let it happen, okay? So anyway, Jimmy, it was great to have you here again tonight. Man, it's awesome.
I enjoyed it. It took me a little bit to get my feet up under me, but with you and Heath, it was just a great job.
And hopefully we did all right without being here because, we've got advertisements for everything short of scrubbing the floor after the game. So, oh, yeah.
We got an A-.
A-, okay. That comes from Heath Griffin, the engineer, chief engineer, keeps us out of trouble up here. So, anyway, Panther fans, great win tonight. And, look, we want y'all all to make that trip down to New Orleans, support these Panthers. This has been a special season, 14-0. We're going down to take on our big rival, the Union Farmers, looks like, unless something major happens. But we want everybody to be down there, plan to come down. It's going to be a great game. It'll be the second one this season, and it's going to be a hard-fought game, I can assure you that. So, Jimmy, I'm going to let you wrap it up. I'm going to kind of run down there, I think, and see my senior boy. So,
go for it.
So, anyway, I'm signing off.
I'll be down there shortly. But before we go, tonight's game was brought to you by McDonald's, and also want to thank all of our Panther football broadcast sponsors: McDonald's, CommuniHealth Services, Surge Entertainment, Cross Keys Bank, Marion State Bank, the Downs Law Firm, the Ron D. Bush Insurance Agency, the law offices of Street & Street, Sparks Nissan Kia, First Security Title of Monroe, David Bryant Realtor, Sterlington Rural Health Clinic, the First Baptist Church of Sterlington, the 64, Benoit Ford, Ashley Storage, NELA Turf, Kraftman Federal Credit Union, and Empire Media and Management. Would like to thank all of our sponsors that helped put the Panthers on YouTube this year. And want to wish the Panthers good luck next week. I know Panther Nation will be down there in full force. And just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I've had a great time tonight. I want to thank Chris down on the sidelines, William up here in the booth with me, and Heath does a tremendous job up here producing this show. So I'm Jimmy Guthrie. Panthers headed back to the Dome with a 38-0 win over Church Point. See you next week.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.